If you've been to Sammy's Restaurant and Bar at Stone's Gambling Hall, then you know they serve amazing food. A modern take on classic tavern fare, along with a super selection of micro beers and craft cocktails. But did you know that Sammy's also has a great happy hour? Every weekday from 4 to 6, you can enjoy half-price appetizers, favorites like truffle fries, duck tacos, Kobe beef sliders, and more. Plus, get $2 off all beers, all cocktails, and all wine by the glass. And with 40 big screen TVs, Sammy's is the perfect place for happy hour sports action. So join us for the happiest hour of the day at Sammy's Restaurant and Bar at Stone's Gambling Hall, conveniently located off I-80 in Antelope. Hello everyone, I'm back. I took a soul-searching trip. Where did I go?
To find your soul? God.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I went to the four corners of the earth because the earth is flat.
Because the earth is flat.
Because water does not bend.
Yeah.
And I found nothing.
Trying to find your soul along with the Easter Bunny and like the Ark of the
Santa?
Covenant. Yeah. Santa? I'm sooner to believe in Santa than I am to believe that you have a soul.
Shut up.
You're heartless.
So I just got a bill from Sammy's and somebody wrote Matt Damon on my bill. I don't know who it is, but
No
Matt
idea.
Damon is paying for my bill, apparently.
He's a very generous man. So, poker.
Poker.
Yeah. 5-5.
The international sign of poker.
Yeah. Poker. 5-5 no limit tonight. A couple of big announcements before we get to the game. First and foremost, the Hydra tournament has been rescheduled.
Why?
It was previously scheduled for April because of other scheduling conflicts and because whatever. It's still a 6-day day one or 6-flight day one with the first flight Friday, May 20th at 10 a.m. You also have a Friday evening flight at 6, Saturday a 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. flight, and Sunday 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. So Friday, May 20th, May 21st, 22nd, 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. flights, 6 flight day one. Day two will be Saturday, May 28th. So it's still all the day ones are the week before, and then you're gonna come back the week after for day two. And then day three will be Sunday, May 29th at 6:30. So for all you players who still carry day jobs, you need to work during the week, you can get in the game.
You can come on in and
don't
blow
worry.
your load in our poker room.
You can put your chips in my pot. It's good.
It's not dirty talk. This is just straight talk.
Event that is coming up this month is on March 25th. We have our Day on the Felt with Deej Poker. There will be a 12 p.m. $200 buy-in white chip bounty tournament, $100 bounties. Every player you knock out.
I'm just gonna warn the public right now. This is a public service announcement. Anything that has to do with Deej Poker is gonna get dirty and it's gonna get crazy.
A little bit.
I'm just keeping it real, people. I've warned you.
Yeah. I'm playing Open Face Chinese with one of the founders of Deej Poker as we speak, and
Standard.
I'm getting crushed.
And Nick constantly Snapchats me his cat videos all day long.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
It is weird.
It's
poker and cats.
Cat people. I don't know if I can trust them.
But
yet.
we have a white chip bounty that day, Friday, March 25th at noon. We're starting the tournament, which is weird. We normally start at 10.
Noon o'clock.
Noon o'clock,
Absolutely.
man.
Wow, I just said
White
that.
chip bounty tournament.
There will be over $2,000 in seat drawings. The Omaha and Hold'em jackpots will be double for that day. The today's Omaha day. Today's Monday. It's Omaha
Mondays
day.
and Wednesdays now.
Mondays and Wednesdays. Well, the Omaha jackpot is now
double, or
no, it's now 20,000.
It is double. It is double.
No, it's 20,000.
It is. It's double. It's normally 10,000.
That's right. It's 10,000 all the time. 20,000 Mondays and Wednesdays.
It is.
So today's
double.
Omaha night. So I played some Omaha today.
How did it go?
I made money in Hold'em.
Jake's like, I don't understand. I was 8% over him to win.
8%. No, it's Kick Rocks. I got the same customer to get it in 70,
Bad.
75-20 or 74-26, and then 65-35. And we ran it twice each time, and I didn't drag a single chip. How does that happen?
You know, if you start believing in things like luck,
In
maybe
Veronica's soul,
in my soul, your luck might change.
if I would have sacrificed a live chicken, it would have worked.
I didn't say live chickens. Just
Goats.
start going to the right bathroom stall. Number one, park in the right spot. Get that luck flowing your way, man.
Ask for a seat change, a setup change.
Ask for a seat change, setup change.
Then I'm a good player.
Walk around the table a couple times.
Yeah.
You know, like
Jump out of my seat, do some push-ups.
like Bear Jew does when he calls off a big hand.
I've yet to
Anyway.
see that. Anyhow.
That was a great. I like Callie Donks. What's up? He likes me. He said V is so beautiful. Thank you.
I like Kelly Donks in chat box.
he is-
Vocal Terror, welcome to the game. Noon o'clock sharp.
Who's
I really said
Vocal
that.
Terror?
Someone who is
You know
noticing
what?
that I'm saying noon
when we
o'clock.
say noon o'clock, we mean noon o'clock. And damn it, you get down here at noon o'clock. So anyway, we've got a 5-5 game today. We had a few players leave.
The,
I don't know.
the setup's kind of changing around right now. Like
busted.
right now, everyone's kind of changing seats, so we're kind of waiting to get into the game. Everyone's kind of shuffling around. Some players dropping in, dropping out. A player I was looking forward to watch play just left, unfortunately. Amaz. Amaz was in the game, and I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be so much fun. And then he picked up and left right before the stream started, and it broke a little bit of me died inside.
I was telling you that he was getting up, and you it's
I was
like
like,
your
no, no,
face dropped,
like, no,
and
no,
your
no, no,
heart
no, no,
broke
no,
in
no, no, no,
half.
no, 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 like-
It was like your first love just cheated on you or something.
Again.
Again. But you stick around because she loves you.
Yeah. You don't see what we're like when we're alone together. She loves me.
And the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
So I think we've got a guy named John in seat 1. He bought in for 1,000. Sean's one of my favorites in seat 2. Sean's always up for a good time. Hopefully he's that slutty girl at prom night tonight and gives it up to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Brian in seat 3, he's sitting on about 1,600. Brian's a lot of fun. We've seen Brian before. He'll V-straddle. He will defend his big blind any 2 cards, and that
not even look.
that's not even a figure of speech.
And no
I
one
mean,
cares.
yeah.
He doesn't care. Because it's not about the cards for him, you know? It's about that wax on, wax off. Garland's in seat 4, apparently. Did you see Garland?
Garland's
Yes.
in seat 4.
Robert McRoberts, Jason McRoberts' wife, is in seat 6. We're waiting for someone to sit down in seat 5. I see money. I see money, honey. I like it. Seat 7 is CY.
That's Cy. Cy Williams. Cy Williams took down the Ania main event last year. Good little score for Cy.
I like little scores. I prefer big ones though.
By little score, I mean north of 50K. So
And Rick in seat 8. He's got about 1,200 behind, and Jamie in seat 9 with 300.
yeah, Cy's a lot of fun. I had the privilege of playing. Cy was at my day 2 WPT table. I sat next to him. Had a lot of fun talking to Cy. We have a lot of mutual friends. It's good to
You fell
finally
in
meet him.
love.
Yeah,
You
our eyes.
told them about your deep secrets.
Yeah.
Locked, eyes locked.
It was a big deal.
So I like Kelly Donks. Was a co-host. Was it last night?
Shut up.
It was. So Lyman had an impromptu
How did you?
poker sesh, and because he just announced it on Twitter, so I went on Twitch, and he was talking to I like Kelly Donks the whole time. They were talking
How did you not let me know? Where was I?
some salami, some sandwiches. If you know what I mean?
Wow, that's
Yeah.
impressive. He's gonna butter his bread.
Poco Pro Eric is in the chat. So we see Garland is in the small blind. Robert, I'm assuming, is in the big blind right now, and we'll see if we get some action in this hand.
Action folds around to Brian.
Brian's on the button, and what better place for Brian to be? You know, just get off just don't play if Brian's on the button. I'd be scared. Can you turn this down?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, that's better. I thought
funny.
like my eardrum was gonna kill me. Ship it, Brian. This is where when you win the blinds, you go ship it.
Table 11.
So I'm all sparkly today, as you call it, my slutty disco ball outfit,
Yeah.
just to like commemorate my time back because I missed like
It's been a while. Yeah,
I
you were
missed
gone.
3 episodes.
People were asking like where's
I know,
Veronica?
I
What's
know.
wrong with Veronica?
I was in Chinatown doing some stuff. You don't know about that.
I would not
It's
know.
beyond anything you've ever experienced.
I believe.
Vocal Terror. I've never seen him in the chat room before. Who
Yeah, I
is
think
this?
Oman's actually jumped in one of the No Limit games. So it is
Ships
Omaha
on
night.
11.
They have several PLO. I think we have 2 PLO games going on now. 2 Omaha 8 or better limit games.
Garland's putting in a race to 15 with 5-7 on the button. Woo! Okay, so now I got a good look at Psy. I was not expecting that look. And now Rick and Jamie. Okay, now I'm putting a face to a name. You know, sometimes you expect someone
Ships on 11.
to look a certain way with their name, and then
Yeah.
they look opposite.
No, I totally get that. I used to listen to, way back in the day, sports talk radio, I used to listen to Colin Coward on the radio, and his voice totally did not, when I finally saw him, he was like on some sort of TV show on ESPN, I'm like, no, where's,
you see, like,
where's the guy I really expected you to look like? And
You see like a 6 foot tall, like 6'4" big beast of a man, and then he like starts talking like with a little lady's voice. It's weird.
Yeah.
David Beckham. David Beckham.
Does he have a lady's voice?
Oh, David Beckham, I swear, if I went on a date with him, I would not want him to say a word to me. Because if he did, my lady boner would go
I think
away.
if he had to go on a date with you, if he had to go on a date with you, I don't think he'd say a word either. I'm just saying, put it out there. So Brian, whose range consists of 82
Everything.
cards, he's got kings. He makes it $30 to go.
And look how nonchalant he is. Chit-chatting, whatevs. I'm doing this with any old cards. And unfortunately, no one else has much
Ships
for
on
him.
11.
Hey, you know C9? He kind of looks like, what's his name who used to be a professional player for 2Pair? That moved to Vegas.
Drew?
Drew, he looks like Drew.
No.
Yes, he does.
Put it away. Stop.
Yes, I'm not putting it away.
You just think all white people look the same.
Yes, that's exactly what I think.
Exactly. Yeah.
Look at this man right in front of us, tearing apart
He's
an ice
eating
cream
a lot
sundae.
of ice cream.
Wow.
That guy is doing some damage on that ice
Damage.
cream. Look at that.
Like,
now he's
in the
now he
pie
can hear us
hole.
and he's being all self-conscious about
Like,
it.
it's dripping over the
Waitress
glass.
comes by, asks him if he's done. He's like, just let me think about it, but
He's like, but you can come over here and help me with it. Okay, we've got poker.
sidetracked.
Are we having a 7 deuce day today? Got 7 deuce on the button, it'd be fun.
Sean's gonna make it 20 to go under the gun.
How does Brian fold? It's just weird to me when Brian folds.
Can we get to take down the pot?
I like Kelly Donks. Where is everyone? You mean our regs? I don't know.
John defended the big blind at A6 offsuit. Flop Jack 3-4. John misses. Check bet fold. Sean shows something. Could have taken down
Looks
the
like
pot.
a 7-8 or pocket 8s.
Couldn't see it.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Yeah, our regs are, pretty much Sean and Brian are our only regs right
the thing
now.
about it is with PLO going, a lot of these guys, myself included,
Robert McRoberts. Mrs. McRoberts is leaving. What?
Robert Young is out of the game. But with it being Omaha night and we don't get to play PLO so often, a lot of the players right now are in the PLO games.
Let's get a PLO
was
game on our
myself
live stream.
included.
Why?
Yeah,
Why? Why not?
Why is this not is?
Give him 4 cards. Do I not have any power around here?
Are you not entertained?
4 cards. Let it be so. Make it so. No?
Nah, I was wrong.
I try to do my wizard act. It doesn't work.
was-
Sean's got pocket 9s. In the big blind. How much fun is that? So it's just a bunch of limpers.
Tish Sheets, what's going on? Glad to have you in the chat box.
Sean raises to 30. Brian insta calls because, like you said,
Yeah.
defends
Brian-
anything and
yeah.
everything. I mean, he's suited. It's a king 8 suited. Why not?
I think Brian had a $10 straddle on actually.
I like Kelly Donks. I thought
Queen
Poker
Jack
Shesh
10.
was hilarious. I loved it.
Queen Jack 10 2 clubs. Sean's open-ended. Brian, he's open-ended as well to the big straight. John flops a pair and an inside straight draw to Broadway. He also has a 3 flush.
Did you see
PLO's
that nose rub? That was a sign.
PLO stakes, they're playing 1-3-5 to come in. The blinds count as $5 each, so it's pretty much like a 5-5. So you can open for 20 first stack. I believe it's $1,000 buy-in, or $1,000 max. It might be 500. Don't quote me on that.
It's 200 to 1,000.
2 to 1,000. Okay.
Yeah.
There you
And then table stakes after that. Whatever you've got. Whatever.
PLO is table stakes. Is it?
Oh, you're talking about PLO.
PLO.
I thought you were talking about this game. I see that. I listen to you like 50% of what you say. For a reason, for survival. For survival.
You're afraid of
I'm
it.
in the
If you
wilderness.
soaked in so much knowledge, your brain would just explode.
Yeah.
So you have
I'm
to
in the
kind of
wilderness,
filter it
and there's
out.
wolves around me. And I'm wolves. Wolves.
So I played with Sai. Sai is a lot of fun. He was out of Davis. Great guy. I believe he did cash the WPT. I did not. But he's a lot of fun to play with. I have not played with John in seat 1, and I have not played with Jamie in seat 9.
How many times do you see a poker player that's not looking miserable? Do you ever see anyone not looking
It's kind
miserable?
of our thing. It's like oh
I
God,
hate it.
just have
Every time I get to a table, I'm just like, let's do body shots. Let's all go all in blind. You know, let's do crazy stuff and have fun.
Sean makes it 30 to go, ace king.
I feel like there's going to be a little bit of tension between Sean and Brian tonight. Again, like there has been before.
Sean's in a bad spot just because with Brian on his left, you're not going to be able to get a lot of bets through cheap.
Let's see who's capable of betting first.
Check, check. Jack of clubs. Sean now looks like he bets 35 again. Brian calls kind of a smallish bet.
Brian's going to float the turn and maybe he'll try something sneaky on the river. You can do this, Brian. Yes!
Brian misses his
yes!
shot.
That's what he gets for checking. Give it to him. Yeah, take it away.
And that's what I was saying. I mean, Sean's in a really bad seat. With Brian on his left, it's not the most optimal place to be.
Yeah,
if
and
there's
then
a seat open right there in 5, if I was Sean, I'd actually look to move over. I would definitely want Brian on my right.
also checking to Brian is probably a bad option. Like, he's capable of floating and then betting
Yeah, you
when you
definitely
check.
want to check a couple nut
Don't
hands
check.
over. Definitely want to, or conversely, check a couple nut hands over to Brian.
Yeah, Vocal Terror says he wants to play this game one time and liven things
Nothing's
up.
stopping
Me too. I will go sit down if they let me. I will. Can I go sit down, Bob? Will you let me sit down?
You're sitting down now.
Will they get mad at me if I leave and go play in the live stream? I will.
So I like Kelly Donk says that he should have bet again the river. I think the problem for Sean there is what are you raising pre-flop, checking flop, betting turn, betting river. I don't think the line would have made a lot of sense. If Brian had any pair, he'd probably snap call pretty quick. So I think he's kind of give up at that point.
He said, do it. Do it. I should go. I would liven that table up.
You would.
I'm serious. If there's no one sitting there, I'll go sit. What better way to make a comeback than to go play on our 5-5 game?
I'm not disagreeing with you.
I wonder if Justin will allow me to do this.
No.
Hey, let's do a vote. Type 1 if you want me to go play in the live stream. Type 2 if you want me to stay in the booth. I'll go play in it.
I know you will.
Get people to take some shots. Hey, I've sent over shots before. These men, they're not easy to do. You tell me he doesn't look like Drew?
No.
He looks just like Drew.
No,
You're
you
crazy.
think
You've lost your
you think
mind.
every poker player
You've lost your
with
because they all wear black hoodies. That's why.
with
no,
a neat,
he does look like Drew.
a tightly trimmed beard looks the same.
Ah, they're putting in 1, 1, 1. Yes. Currently it's 5. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 to 1.
So
Play.
Sean's got an inside straight flush draw. Brian flops top 2. Not something you really usually expect me with the 5-4 off, able to flop the top two, but Brian has. Sean's got an inside straight draw, flush draw. Bet call. Brian's just gonna call. And Brian now fills up. Sean probably thinks that's a reasonably safe card. He's probably thinking that Brian's got something like a diamond. Big diamond, 2 overs. Little does he know that Brian's actually filled up.
I've asked
Bet 65, call 65.
people if it's okay for me to sit down. I've
10
asked
hearts.
my boss. But keep the mic on. I can't keep the mic on. My boss is going to give me the verification of an okay to play.
Sean's gonna bet. And now the question is, how much will he call when Brian raises? So he bets 120. Brian, I feel, can go. He's probably thinking that Sean's obviously gonna have some sort of an overpair. And it looks like he's gonna make it somewhere around 350-ish. Is that what I'm seeing? Eldar, Bear Jew, what's going on, man?
Okay.
Welcome to the chat
That
box.
lighted things up at least? Okay, who's going to come in here? Jesse? I can play for an hour.
Oh, Jesus, Lord.
I'm going to play.
And there she goes. So Brian raises a 370. I like his bet sizing. It's going to price Sean in with almost any overpair. 6s are on the lighter side of suicide in this spot. And Sean just might think that Brian's raising with a busted flush or straight draw. I personally, knowing Sean, I think Sean's gonna fold. But I could definitely see the logic in him calling here. I think that Brian's just popping him with a busted flush or straight draw. Sean gets away.
It's streaming right now. I mean, it's
Seattle, the guard. Sean Smith.
Get a look at our stack size there. Brian's sitting just under 2,000. Next closest stack to him is Rick. Rick's got about 1.2. Cy sitting just over $1,000. So,
Running back.
Eldar, Mr. Bear Jew himself, when are we going to get you up here and in this
really
game?
gone down in value. Wait, 10 years ago?
That's my question.
Money. I dropped it. Now they don't even go.
You can find them undrafted. I mean, look at Roll.
So, Veronica has left the
I know.
booth. She's joining the game. We're on a 25-minute delay, and so in about 25, you're going to see her in the game. I can't wait. Over, under on how fast she stacks off.
Yes.
She will bludgeon this game. Hello, Justin.
What's up, Jake? You look lonely in here. I thought I'd come keep you some company.
Plug in.
Yes, sir. Awesome. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Tables are a little rough for me today, but now we're in the booth where I can't get hurt too bad. And now the Bronx is out of the booth, I can't get hurt at all, right? Like it's
No.
totally safe.
No, not at all. We got a couple exciting players in this game, and once the stream catches up to where we are right now, Veronica, probably about 20, 25 minutes from now, we should see some really good action. I think I heard her sit down and say, are we going to do $20 straddles? Hey.
I can't
could be
wait
good.
because by the time the stream catches up, that'll be about, so we're about 25 minutes out from her, like, seeing her on the stream. By then, she would have probably have busted out already, so she'll be able to come in here and commentate
Yeah, she will literally get to comment on her own bad play.
on her own bad play. I can't wait.
That's
It's gonna be-
fantastic.
it's
I'm
gonna be
looking forward to it.
amazing.
Well,
Oh,
what's happening in this hand?
So
We missed it.
We missed
the hand. Such a bummer. I bet it was good.
so new player here coming into seat 6.
That doesn't look like Veronica.
That does not look like Veronica.
All right, 5-5 action. Typically, we see a little more action in this limit than we did in the 5-10, I think, last week.
Absolutely. No, the 5-5 usually plays very well for us. Kind of a new group, new collection of players here. I haven't seen this dynamic before. We've seen Brian before. We've seen Garland.
Yeah, Brian's
Saw
a beast.
Rick last week. And we see Sean pretty regularly.
Who's this in seat 1? I haven't seen him before.
I've not seen John. I do
His
not know
name's John?
Yeah, I've not played with him. I don't think at any level or anywhere. I know Sai. I talked about Sai a little bit. Sai in seat 7. Or I'm sorry, seat 7.
Well, we got a hand going out here. Let's see if we can get some killer action going. I wish we could just skip right ahead to Veronica and her $20 straddles, though.
That's something like Veronica is good for that. Like if for nothing else, she will liven a game up.
Yep.
Oh God, she has no problem stacking all.
Round of shots, too? Or?
Round of
for
shots.
sure the shots are coming
round
up.
of shots, round of straddles. And she will coax and poke the bear into doing some things that people like normally would not do.
Does it ever pay off for her?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh definitely.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
Yeah. She'll. I mean, one of the advantages of Veronica's game is that she puts players out of their comfort zone. Whether it's with the amount of her table talk, we've seen that from a lot of other players, or just she gets people to straddle that don't straddle, and people that voluntarily put in money out of position in pot that are not used to it, and they start to feel committed to the pot already, and she can definitely suck the players into some pots.
Cool. Well, I just want to see a flop here. That's my goal at this point. We can't fully blame the players at this point for the lack of action. The hands coming out are not fantastic yet. Stuff that really super action players only would play. We got an ace-king in the mix here. Maybe we can get some action against that ace-5.
Sai makes it 30 to go, ace king.
All right.
I don't think anyone's got anything to call him with.
That might end it right there.
Brian, who straddled, I believe. Brian, I think, straddled for 10, perhaps? Or did he just limp in 5? Yeah, Brian's got a $10 straddle on. So Brian's gonna call it ace-5, ace-king. These guys go heads up to the flop.
There it is. Now, when I'm playing here with ace-king, that's usually where the 5 comes out. Let's see what happens.
4, 6, 10. 2 clubs.
All right, ace-king still in the lead. 75% favorite.
Now here's the spot where I'm Brian. Now Sai looks like he bets 25 or 35. That's 35. And so here's what I'm going to say. Here's the spot where if I'm Brian, I'm really relying heavily on bet sizing, kind of give me a read on where my opponent's at. Because the 10-6-4 generally misses most players' range.
Right.
And so, I mean, unless they specifically have an overpair or a hand like Jack 10, Ace 10, something like that, for the most part, it misses most of their range. Brian has
What do we know about Sai? Is he a tight player? Is he a loose player? Do we know anything about his action?
I would describe Sai as a tight, aggressive player. But then again, I've only played with him in tournaments.
Oh.
So I can't really say how he plays or testify to how he plays cash games. It checks through, and Sai's ace king is good. I'm interested to see that, like with Brian, he check called 35 on the flop. And didn't try to take it away on a later street. It's kind of like, I'm kind of really surprised that Brian at some point didn't try to show some sort of active aggression there.
I was gonna say, I feel like a bet on the river on that board, it could have easily taken it down.
Yeah, I mean, unless Brian really thinks the ace high is good that often, and even if it is, I think you kind of like lean toward the more aggressive side and at some point, make a bet trying to get your opponent off of a better hand, or even a better, like in that case, a better ace high.
Looking at the chat room here, Jake, when in doubt, bet.
That's it.
All right.
That's it. So
Does that work?
Oh yeah, the 10-6-4, I think with the ace 5, and that, for me, when you're out of position there, if you're in position, I think you can float, you can flat there, and then see what your opponent does on the turn. If he checks, then you can try to bet, take it away. When you're out of position, I think you need to play the hand, if you're gonna try to take it away, much more aggressively. You need to either be check raising or just getting out of the way.
Okay.
To check call and then lead another street is, that's another line you can take at it, but you're also letting your opponent peel another card. and it's somewhat of an unconventional line that if you really had a hand just like top pair or a pocket pair, the check call lead, kind of a strange line to take. So the check call from Brian, I think that's okay, but if you're gonna do that, then I think you definitely gotta be leading the turn.
You seem to really know what you're talking about. Maybe you should be in the game.
I pretend to. I really do. I got stacked in the PLO tonight. I don't know how much more I'm gonna be playing.
No.
Oh yeah. No, it was gross. Got a guy 76-20 or 75-25. We ran the board twice. He won both times.
Oh,
and then same customer. And his exact words were, "I'm only calling you because you're the only one I can beat."
Oh.
And yeah,
He's playing his luck.
He got it in 65-35 and took it as well. So yeah, got getting stacked in PLO lately.
It's that damn luck in this game, huh?
Variance.
Oh, is that what they call it? It's just a fancy word for luck.
Yeah. So
9-8 raises up to $90 from Sean. Is that what I'm seeing here?
that is what I'm seeing.
Wow.
So look like we had an open, and Sean's gonna put in a 3-bet. 9-8. John's gonna call on the button. He's got position.
Oh, what a fun hand to
Jack
see here.
9-8, all hearts. Sean, who's making a move out of the small blind, which I love, by the way, he flops bottom 2. John has an inside straight draw
And
a heart draw.
Yeah, this should be an exciting hand. Now pre-flop, they're 60-40, right? They're still 60-40 now, just the other way now.
Yes. Does Sean check here?
It looks
Sean
like
checked
it.
over
Yeah.
to John. Here's the hard thing for, if I'm John, I'm going to be very careful here because, I mean, what is
He doesn't look like he's being
No.
careful. No, that's not careful.
Sean 3-betting and then checking here? I mean, this ends up in a check raise so many times. If a player had ace-ace or king-king without a heart, they might check here in a spot.
What
But
about
even
Sean?
then-
What does Sean do here? This is, I mean, he's happy to hit 2 pair, but 3 hearts on the board. His opponent's leading out.
I think Sean's gonna check raise here and shut the hand down right now. And if John flopped a set of jacks or if he flopped a flush, he's gonna be content to pay him off. No, check call.
Just a call.
He wants to make sure one more heart doesn't come off. Oh, there's the heart.
Oh no.
The 7 also completes a straight draw.
10 of hearts for the straight flush draw. You gotta be a little scared about that, right? There's always that one outer story that everyone tells this could be his day. But it's not. But it could be. That's what they're thinking. They don't have the luxury like we do of seeing the cards. This game is so much easier when you can see what everyone has. Have you noticed that?
Very much so.
What to do here now? Sean actually looks like he's gonna try and lead out here, but I feel like the whole reason he calls pre-flop is so he doesn't have to lead out if he sees the other heart.
He's playing pot control.
Check,
Check,
there's
check.
that 6.
Now, if Sean checks again, John should bet. There's no way Sean would check the king or the ace of hearts. And no, it's gonna go check. John does not value bet the queen of hearts.
Gonna play it safe. Oh, and just Sean looking at his luck. Flop 2 pair, get 4 hearts on the board.
I'm a little bit surprised that we do not see a value bet out of Sean. Out of John. I do not think that Sean, if you're in John's seat, would you really think that Sean would be checking the ace or king of hearts after it goes check on the
Yeah,
turn?
not on the river, but it could be
Maybe.
a setup, right? It could be a
The
setup.
only thing, if you think that maybe John, if you're John, and you think that your opponent thinks that maybe you're checking back the nuts, checking back the ace of hearts on the turn, then he might not bet with the king of hearts. But that's it. I mean, that's only really one hand. Because if he had the ace of hearts, there's no way he's checking 2 streets there.
Right.
So the only hand that really you would think that might be able to beat you in that spot is specifically the 10 of hearts for the straight flush, or the king of hearts. And I mean, so really, I mean, the straight flush is so unlikely. I mean, you're really talking about like one card. I mean, because at that point you have to put Sean on some sort of 3-betting range that included the 10 of hearts. So either pocket 10s, or you thought he was 3-betting ace 10, something like that. And so it's
Well, I have to say his caution in that spot is not necessarily that far off because there are a few things that can beat you out there. You do have to worry about playing against the set, the board pairing. What I really would like to see is if there was Thought Bubble over Sean.
Oh my God.
When that heart comes out on the turn, I want to see what's going through Sean's head. If we could even put it up on the screen,
That's
it
what we
probably
really
would
need
be
to
a lot
do.
of profanity, right? Don't you think so?
Oh, very much so. a lot of little hashtag and like little asterisks and symbols and stuff going on.
We got a nice hand going on here. Queens versus Ace Jack. Both of them missed this board.
Garland is like a king on board.
But he doesn't seem to mind it too much.
Bet 75. John's gonna fold. Garland takes down the pot.
Easy game, easy game.
I tend to agree with. I like Cali Dongs. Should have bet. That John should have bet somewhere there. I don't know about betting half of Sean's stack. I have to kind of get another look at Sean's stack there, but I definitely feel like you should be betting there. So there we have Jerry. Jerry's our new player there in seat 6. He's on the big blind right now. Folds around to Sean. And Sean's got two polar opposite gears. Sean either plays super, super tight, or he's playing it like this where he's all of a sudden, 8-2 suited, and he's just mixing it up with everyone. And it seems like Sean's in that kind of mood where he's 3-betting 9-8 suited, raising 8 deuce. Jerry defends big blind 10-8. Both players missed, but Sean was the aggressor. He bets 40. I don't see Jerry continuing here. No. Go on, chase his gut shot, and I'll take down the pot. Coming up, March 25th. A day on the felt with Deej Poker. We got a 12 p.m. white chip bounty tournament.
That's exciting.
$200 buy-in, $100 for every player you knock out. It's easy. Just knock out a couple players and it's a free roll. That's
Two players, yeah.
That's like every player's like bounty like chip logic. It's like it's so easy. All you do is knock out a couple players.
That's simple.
And then you're free rolling. And people don't realize like how hard it really is. Like knock
Everyone's a
players
winner.
out.
Everyone's a winner. You know what? I really like something unique about this particular white chip bounty tournament is the bounty multipliers. For every bounty that you earn in this tournament, you get a ticket. And that ticket is good later in the day when they do the lucky seat drawings. You get $200 right away. But for every ticket you have, you're going to get a bonus $50 on
Nice.
top of that, up to an additional 200 max. So you could double your lucky seat drawing
And that's
number.
really cool for tournament players to now be able to qualify for some of those cash game type perks.
Yes.
That's really awesome. John's gonna make it 25 here to go, pocket sevens. Sean's gonna defend the hijack with a king jack offsuit. Flop queen 5-4, 2 diamonds. Sean's sevens are still good. Only one overcard to his sevens. He's gonna bet. It's gonna be hard for Sean to continue without a queen or a flush draw here.
Yeah, I don't see him coming along at this.
Yeah, here he goes. He's gonna float. And here's a spot where he's gonna look to, if John checks the turn, Sean's probably gonna fire somewhere around half pot. He hits here. So now Sean hits the turn.
Okay.
So now he's got 2 ways to play this hand.
Now I can't say I'm a big fan of the call on the flop, but now he gets lucky here on the turn and takes a lead. But the 94% advantage, only a 7 will save John on the river now.
And John gets away. And so that's just kind of a spot where for Sean where he's got position, and as I say, most flops miss most players. So if John was raising up with a hand like Ace Jack, Ace King, something like that, Jack 10 or any other pocket pair where you just might not like the queen, as he had, if he checks the turn, you have a great opportunity to take the pot away from your opponent.
I think that perfectly illustrates the importance of position in this game.
Absolutely. I just can't wait for Veronica to get in this game.
Can we turn the microphone on the table when she gets in?
Oh
I
God.
want to hear the table talk.
She doesn't shut up. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's going to be great.
It's remarkable. Chopped Liver 01, welcome to the chat box.
All right, we have a flop for three-way action here. Ace 3 takes a strong lead. This is probably going to be the end of this hand, but these guys don't have much to work with. Don't forget, for you guys in the chat room, like, yeah, it's cool to sit at home and watch the game and chat, but you can actually come down here and get in this game. We have a board. You could call in, get your name on the board, head down. We're right off the Antelope exit on I-80 in Citrus Heights. Anyone is welcome to join this game. All you need is a couple $100 to buy in and a willingness to play like a crazy madman.
Absolutely.
Or women. We don't exclude mad women here.
Yeah,
As we'll find out shortly here when Veronica catches up in the stream.
Oh, God. Oh, you ready to see someone overplay top pair? Oh my God!
Is that it?
Oh, that's Veronica's entire game. Yeah.
Looks like we just had Tiny join in C9, or was he always there? Am I
No,
seeing?
Tiny's just coming in. Tiny's
Just
coming in
getting
C9.
there.
Jamie
Okay.
got up. Tiny's in C9. Chopped Liver 01. Did I miss you before? What am I doing here? I don't know. I didn't know that I missed you before. My apologies. Eldar, no, this is 5-5. But the $10 straddle
Last guy threw one of my cards off the table.
is live.
Yeah.
No, Veronica is not busted yet, but that's because we haven't seen her yet. Give her an orbit. Give her an orbit and give her a chance.
What, is she over there? Is she still in the game? Oh, she's still in there. Yeah, we're gonna get at least a solid 20 minutes out of her.
What happened?
I got stuck on it.
10 minutes of those will be her tanking like second pair and calling off bad against the nuts.
and winning, right? On the
No.
river. No?
Oh,
Okay.
no. Veronica hero calls bad. Stacks off bad. I get to rip her apart in the chat box for change. By the way, John, who defended his big blind with 7 deuce, has flopped two pair on Jack 7 deuce. Sean hit his king on the turn,
That's pretty
and
good.
now we should see some chips get mixed up. River's 7 and John makes 7s fold.
Wow. Are they doing the 7 deuce bet? This would be a great spot for it.
It would be a beautiful spot for it. But Sean's got to feel actually pretty good about that 7 coming off. No, he's immediately reaching for his cards. He called. John bets 80 and Sean immediately pays him off.
Can't believe it. Just shaking his head as he's paying off the bet. It's like, what were you doing in there with 7 deuce? That's crazy. Is there ever a good time to play 7 deuce? Other than that time right there?
Absolutely no. I've been one of those guys who, like, you find spots, let's say if you feel or sense weakness out of one of your players who open, sometimes you just 3-bet with any 2 cards, and sometimes specifically, I and some other players I know will intentionally not look at your cards because you don't want to look down at your hand. You don't want to look down at your hand and see a hand like 7 deuce and suddenly like change your mind and get discouraged. And in that case, you're raising the person because you're just going with your read like, hey, they're weak, so I don't care what my cards are. I'm raising them because they don't have it.
Right.
And so you don't want to look down at your cards and see a junk hand and then suddenly change your mind. So in
Right.
that case, you just don't look. You go with your read. Hey, he's weak. Put in the 3-bet, and then follow up with a bet on the flop if they call. Or you can just do it because you're a sick human being. And there are these people who do that, like, I'm just going to put someone on tilt here.
Well, you know what? I see someone defend with a hand like that, and I have to think, coming from someone that's not a professional player, I more play just for entertainment. But, you know, you read some books, you read stories about, for example, like, I want to say her name right, Annette Overstead?
Annette Oberstad.
Yeah, Overstad, where she played a tournament online and
Sorry.
never looked at her cards once and ended up...
Except for when facing it all in situations, yeah. That was
Oh,
it.
just when she was
Just
facing on.
Yeah, if someone like shoved on her, she would look to see if she had aces.
But she did the whole thing to say the importance of position in the
To
game.
illustrate the importance of position, yeah.
Interesting.
And Annette took down the entire tournament.
What a beast.
And that's just the other one spots where, I mean, there's probably so many spots where you probably are reading your opponent's hand more correctly because you're not getting distracted with the value and quality of your own hole cards. You're really, oh, I've only got this, or oh, I've got this, and so I should call.
She's
You're
literally playing the
you're
players.
just focusing on your opponent, and so you're probably reading your opponent a lot better than you would be otherwise.
Okay.
If you're also looking at your own cards as well. You get distracted with the quality and the shininess of your own cards.
Well, I'll take your word for that because when I play, every card looks shiny and new to me. Suited.
Hope springs eternal.
There's paint in there. There's an ace in there. They're all golden hands. But 7 deuce, not even I would play that.
So Sean flopping up flush draw. He puts in a raise, takes down the pot. Brian had the old 9-4.
The old 9-4.
Brian had the straddle on in that hand.
Well, now Sean seems to be mixing it up in quite a few hands today.
And then I kind of alluded to that earlier, where Sean's got one or two polar opposite gears. He's either like super nitty, very, very tight, or he's just playing crazy. And we saw that tonight where he re-raised with 9-8 suited. He opened up, what was it, with he raised 8 deuce. And it's just like he's either one end or the other. You kind of go with your read and your feel about what is he doing tonight and what has he shown down so far.
Ooh, we do have volume control for the table.
We do.
You know that's getting cranked to the max when Veronica gets there, right?
Is that us or is that me?
No, this is.
Is
Hear
that,
it?
but I hear it, but is that them or is that just in our ear sets?
That's just us. Well, no.
I'm saying, can the viewers? Is that affecting the viewers?
Hey guys, let us know in the chat room. Did the table talk just get really loud? I don't think so. Someone chime in there. We need your help. This is what? There you go.
Bob's not. Quit touching buttons.
No. I think that's just us. All right, yeah, we'll crank it up. We'll get the inside scoop on what she's doing at the table because you know it's going to be good.
Oh yeah.
And maybe we're building it up too much.
No pressure, Veronica.
No pressure. Yeah.
No pressure.
Make the game good. It's all on you. Yeah. Okay. We got a couple people let us know. That's the same volume when we were playing with the volume control, so we're good. We'll be able to hear the table talk. We'll make sure to repeat any out of line, dirty lines or anything like that.
Oh, she's so crude. It's so funny. Like on this show, she's actually like so filtered. You talk to her in like real life.
Well, you know she's gonna be able to watch this and hear what you say about her later, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just making sure before you
rip
go.
me apart before. I owe her something fierce. I can. Oh God, and there she is.
Oh right, we got it.
You want to hand that?
She's buying all those chips. That's a lot of chips.
There she is.
What a great job. You can come in here, talk about poker, and then if there's an open seat, you can go play. You guys really have it made here.
Oh yeah. No. Too easy. How do we run so good in life?
Haven't played on this.
Poker Pro Eric. Who's the blonde in C5? There she is.
She looks a lot like that commentator from Stones Live.
She does.
Oh yeah, she's gonna come right in and just raise it up. Okay, whatever I have, 15 to go.
And there it is.
Oh no, it's just 5. So I thought she said.
King Jack suited, and then she's asking for shots.
Come on.
That's right.
She is poking these people.
We predicted that. I think we should get something for that.
Right?
So she called service right away. Perfect.
Rick calls.
Not only does the action get better, but the cards get better the moment she sits down. We got King Jack suited, Ace Queen off, pocket threes. I think we're gonna see a good hand here already.
Ace 10, 7, 2 clubs. Rick flops his ace. Veronica's got an inside straight draw. If Rick were to catch his queen, he's gonna pay off Veronica something fierce. Rick bets 40.
Rick probably with a pretty good idea that he's in
Ryan.
good shape right now.
Brian is check called 40 with 8-6 on ace 7-10. Brian is just, I believe, gonna bluff if a club comes off. Brian's probably gonna barrel. That's Brian's plan right now. That's my.
Oh no, Veronica, don't touch the chips to your lips, please. I do not recommend that. You're gonna need to go get some shots now or something. Not those kind of shots.
Brian brings a little bit of life here. He turned to 6. Just gonna check through to Rick. Rick bets
firing.
80.
80 it is.
This should do it. What is Brian? Brian's hole cards must not be reading correctly. That or he thinks he has 8-6 suited. He thinks he has 8-6 of clubs. Oh, he's gonna be in for a rude awakening. 7 on the river. Rick's good.
All right, are we doing 100 blind?
Now, here's something for Rick.
Yeah?
There was no 3-bet pre-flop. No, and most players are generally raised with ace king. Here's a one pair hand that I think a lot of players will miss value on by not betting here. Rick should bet here. He is. Brian would have re-raised if he had ace king. Ace queen's gonna be so good here.
Yeah,
He can't
there's
get
no way he's
called.
getting a call. Not in that spot.
No check down.
Why?
After the flop, we got that.
On 2 pages. That's an all-in on the turn. On the flop.
You might have 7-3 and 9.
You're not talking crazy. I'm talking about gambling, not
God,
racing.
she's yelling at people. I love it.
Get him, Veronica. Get him.
Focus on the game. No live stream.
She's yelling at John. I don't think she knows him. She like just met him like a whole like 30 seconds ago, and she's already yelling at him about something that he does.
All right, let's do shots.
Okay,
There she goes.
shots again. Shots.
She's calling for shots.
You guys all gonna do 100?
If you keep touching the chips to your lips, you're gonna need a different kind of shot, Veronica. Knock it off. Can she hear me? She can hear me, right?
You know, there's so much booze running through her system. Like nothing can like
Good.
survive.
It's like a
that.
preserver.
Yeah, it
okay.
is. Like no germ can stand that. So she's good to go. She's just completely saturated.
I know what you play. I know what you're doing. I know what your range is.
She's so good for the game.
Is that a compliment when you say that, though?
Oh, here he comes.
It
Here he
is.
comes.
It
It's
is.
only because he's on the button. He
When the
doesn't
answer
have
is,
anything.
it is.
Sean Limson. Brian makes it 35 to go. King 10 suited. Tiny's gonna call with his 8-6 clubs. Probably the hand that Brian thought he had last hand.
The two of you are.
7-2?
7-7-4. I think they are playing 7 deuce. Someone just asked about 7 deuce. I think she's trying to talk the players into it.
I want to see the whole round of live straddles. That always makes the game a lot of fun.
If there's one player at this table that could get everyone to do it, it's Veronica. The check's over to Tiny. I'm sorry. No.
That's a tough shot.
Looks like Brian bet out with the king 10.
And Tiny check called. Turn 7. If Tiny was looking to take this pot away, that's a bad card for him. It's really hard to bluff trip 7s there.
Curry's going line now. So
Brian's gonna keep barreling. He's representing an overpair.
That should be enough to take it down.
Tiny, who is looking to make his inside straight draw, or maybe turn backdoor clubs.
It's a 30-minute delay. So you
Straight's now no good with the board tripped up already. If Brian's got a pair,
should do a restart.
looks like a fold from Tiny if you ask me.
He should have punished you. He should have punished him.
And Tiny gets away.
I'm pretty sure I folded a 7-4. I'm pretty freaking sure.
No, Veronica, you did not fold a 7-4. We saw your cards.
I'm pretty sure.
She had a 9-4 though, didn't she?
I don't remember.
I think it was 9-4. She might have folded the winner, but it wasn't 7-4. What would that be called? Quads full?
Come on, Dan, straddle.
Yeah, quads full.
Quads full.
Is that a thing?
Quads full.
Come on, Rick.
Come on, let's straddle.
There you go. Get him. Veronica's calling for a round of live straddle.
Get off that board side.
Now you can straddle. There we go. Pressure's off.
Tell her to get off that board side.
Yeah. Stop downloading porn.
I know, that's what I got.
Veronica had the 9-4 in that hand. It's official. So Sai has a $10 straddle on. There we go. And there's Veronica officially getting people to straddle that
How'd
do not
she
straddle.
do it?
She just pokes them in like with a stick. She questions their manhood.
Oh,
It's really,
that's
really
all
her
it
line,
takes.
like-
That's all it takes. You could get me to do anything. Just question my man. I was like,
Yeah.
I'll prove I'm a man.
Well, real man right now. Yeah, so you, yeah.
Real man, I'm a real man.
I'll give away $10 right now. Brian makes it 25 to go, 7-8 off. Sai's gonna defend the straddle, King 10. 6-9 Jack.
Wow.
Brian turns or flops open-ended. Sai's got an inside straight draw.
Come on. Come on.
I'll take fireball.
Fireball.
Here's the problem playing out of position against Brian. Brian, as you can see, plays so many hands and plays them aggressively. He could very well have 2 pair here. He could have 6-9. So turn spade.
Come play
If
5-5.
you're Sai and you're gonna try to get Brian off the hand, that's the card you barrel. The flush draw got there. If Sai were to go bet here,
What do you want?
it's gonna get Brian off of a lot of hands. And here goes Sai. If you're Brian, you can't call. You can raise.
Well, then why can't you call though? I feel like in this
If
position,
you're
I
gonna-
would want to
if you're-
call
if
and
you're
see
gonna
what the
call-
river card is.
If you're gonna call, you're calling with the intention of raising river, because then you know your opponent's gonna bet the river again once you flat there after you raise pre-flop, and then your opponent check call that bet. Once the flush draw gets there, your opponent leads into you, and you flat. He's gonna generally fire again unless you really convince him, you're flatting with the nuts.
There we go.
And so if you're doing that on a bluff, if you don't have anything there, you're flatting with the intention of later turning your hand on the river into a bluff, which is more expensive. So to call a bet and then raise the river is going to cost you a lot more chips to try to get your opponent off of the hand than if you were to just raise in that spot right there.
I
So
feel
if
like
you,
I'm learning so much right now. I'm gonna take this and apply this next time I play, and I'll let you know if it works. If I win, I'll be like,
Jake just says he said raise, so that's
Jake's my
what I
teacher.
did.
Jake's my teacher. I just play like Jake.
That's just it. Yeah, if you're going to try to get your opponent off the hand there, if you think he's bluffing, mind you, and that's simply because Brian doesn't have anything. He's got the 7, 8 there, he's got nothing but an inside straight draw. He can't call and say, I think you're bluffing, so I'm going to call you down.
Yeah.
And then you end up rolling over 8 high, and then you're done. So if you're going
where's
to play
your balls,
bluff, be
man?
more
There you
careful.
go. She's already questioning their balls. Did you hear
Jeez,
that?
God.
She wants to know where their balls are.
That's her game.
Why lie? Why lie when it's live though? Why not just say what you?
John makes it 40 to go.
Woo!
We got a re-raise from Brian. And here we talk about Brian. Brian's got 5-4. He makes it 115 to go.
Let's say Veronica doesn't even need to be involved in the hand, and she's already got people playing crazier.
Yes. She drives the action. You don't even have dragging a single chip off of her. She's a player you really want in your game. She is so much fun to play with. John, we can't see his cards. He's got them off the reader, but he's gonna make the call. And Sean, with the ace jack, he's gonna call as
Now
well.
we get in the game.
And this is how it happens. She questions their manhood.
Now we got a game. This isn't practice. This is a game.
See, it started with $40 on look.
How you doing, Jimmy Bluff it?
I need help.
You talking about practice?
Queen 6 misses everybody. And there's John's cards. John's got the 8-7. Or I'm sorry, 8-7. Yes, Kathy, Veronica did just get on the table, and she has woken everyone up.
No doubt. I was kind of falling asleep, and now that she's here, I'm like, whoa, this is exciting all of a sudden.
It's very hit or miss. Brian's continuation bets are going to work most time here. He puts together a slightly penis-shaped bet,
Oh, I see that. Is that
which
supposed to be, yeah.
the dealer was quick to break down. Veronica saw it.
Penis back? Okay.
All right, we got a new hashtag trending.
Now here's John. John knows how wide Brian is here. And he puts in a check raise here. There it is.
What? What is going on at this table?
Veronica.
I know. We do shoots. Come on. Hey, look.
All right, that is a phenomenal play. I just have to give John credit there. For him to check raise in that spot with ace-7, he must have a hell of a read.
So here's the other side of that. Let's say if John really had a hand like ace queen, and he raised, got re-raised, decided to call, and flop queen 6. If he really had a queen there, he's gonna probably check call a lot, try to extract some more value out of Brian, let Brian just continue to bluff it off, barrel off, or you can just bet for value even if he's worse. And so here's the spot, if you're Brian, he's gonna let the hand go.
Yeah,
But you can actually come back. You can come back over the top in a lot of spots. There are a lot of players will check raise paired boards like the queen 6, 7, 7, 10, whatever, and they'll do it with like Jesus, Veronica.
It's hard to commentate when people at the table are constantly yelling penis, right?
It's
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah,
It really is.
because it's distracting.
It's hard.
Maybe she could yell something else.
Yeah. Vagina.
No, that's even worse.
Well, but a lot of players, they like to check raise with a pair. Let's say like queen, queen, six, they'll check raise like pocket nines there, and to see if they're good. And if you're Brian, if let's say if the hand like nines, eights, you know, tens is check raising there, if you come right back over the top, it looks like you got aces or kings, and you're just like, hey, you've got a queen, more power to you, and you know here, you know, you can have it.
But the majority of the time, if they don't have the card, you're gonna take it down right there. But that's
Or if you're me, you're coming back over the top.
that's a tough move to make though when you're doing it with air. You know?
It takes a lot of stones, but you know what? I mean, I just kind of think back. I mean, a lot of players, and not every player, but I mean, some opponents, they flop trips and they're just check raising, like they're trying to pile money in the pot because I got the best hand, and let's just try to get some money in the pot as fast as I can, and they're not taking the most optimal line to try to extract value. I think if John actually, if he's perceptive enough to check raise there on a bluff, he's probably perceptive enough to try to extract max value. Also, if he actually had a queen, and what you see, he might check call. And so if I'm Brian, I might, and maybe I'm just leveling myself, but I'd be kind of leaning more towards like this guy's probably thinking I have nothing and is making a move, or he might have this hand like I said with like nines, tens, eights, something like that, jacks even. But he certainly probably can't call a re-raise or a shove.
Right.
So I'm probably 4-bet shoving there, the 5-4 suited.
I should be taking notes.
Dear diary. BGR Chan says, well, there are plenty of stones at stones. Yes, there are.
Look at this hand. Veronica flops a runner straight draw. She's gonna let it go.
Hope springs eternal. Brian's gonna get some back. No, it was a very nice play by John there, knowing how wide Brian is. But like I said, that takes a lot of,
right in front of you.
you know, it's not even when someone check raises you there. It takes some guts, and you got to pretty much be convinced that they don't have a queen.
Right. It's as if they do.
Then you're just done.
It's like the Roadrunner cartoons where Wile E. Coyote and he lights the fuse and it
blows up in his face. Exactly. Like Veronica likes to constantly remind me, it's like I'm always the guy like representing like, you know, top full into quads. Guy's not giving me credit for a full house here. Oh, because he doesn't care because he has quads.
Right.
That's right. Yeah.
It's hard to bluff the nuts.
To answer your question, Eric, no, I did not. Did not buy half Veronica's action.
Man, what if she doubles up? You could be kicking yourself later.
I probably would be.
All right, Rick, gonna open up the pot with Ace King suited. It was only 5 to call, but now we are going up to 60, 70? Oh no,
like
just 50. Okay.
John had a straddle on that pot.
Come on, Jerry's got some suited cards. Stick around, Jerry. Queen 7. That's the computer hand. Nope. Easy game. Rick takes it down.
Right now, Side's on his phone, like, you know, just asking all his friends, do any of you know anything about this blonde? Like, look, she's telling,
Don't piss me off.
she's telling Sean to straddle.
Put it out there.
She says, don't piss me
Yeah,
off.
everybody else is doing it.
She's just very aggressive.
Very,
with it,
very
yeah.
aggressive. Badgering.
I'm almost a little uncomfortable for the players at the table.
She's abusive.
Straddle. I should expect like at least $35 out of you. I'll send you my bill.
I feel like if I sat down at the table and committed the same behavior, it wouldn't be perceived as well.
It would be
as
generally frowned upon. Generally
But they
frowned
accept
upon.
it from Veronica.
Yeah, you have to. When Veronica does it, you just take it. You have to take it.
Okay.
So Sean's got the straddle on, courtesy of Veronica's badgering.
All right.
So the game's playing 5-5-10 right now.
Cool.
And if for nothing else, as we said, Veronica would drive the action. Here we go, she's reaching for chips, and she's gonna make it. She opens a 25 here, a little bit of small ball strategy. Veronica makes it 30 to go with 3-4 off.
All right, 3-4, one of my favorite hands.
Jerry's gonna make the call, 9-7 of clubs. John's in the hand, ace-8 suited. Sean, ace-deuce of clubs. He's got better clubs than Jerry. He's got to defend a straddle here.
Player per hand. What do you want me to do, huh? What do you want me to do? I got a hand, I got a race.
Sean makes a call. All right.
Let me see what I got again.
Is this four-way action?
Veronica and 3 other dudes. It's like a normal Monday night for her.
Okay, easy.
King 9-5. 2 hearts. Everyone misses.
Oh, Jerry caught
Jerry
the line.
got an eye. That's stand corrected.
Hold'em Master in the chat room wondering why he has to be on the road tonight. Great question, buddy. You should have been here. You're really missing out. This was a bad night to take off.
Veronica bets 65 here. Jerry's the only one who can call. Looks like he's going to commit the chips. Veronica's going to have to come up with a couple barrels here to get Jerry off. I didn't even mean to do it.
I mean, there's really no avoiding
Yeah.
it at this point.
8 of diamonds gives Jerry an inside straight draw to go with his pair of 9s.
And the check mark already. He doesn't
But
know it. Veronica, she could
Two bullet twos, pretty good.
replicate.
Here we go.
Oh, Veronica in beast mode.
She's got a bet to
Damn.
150. I don't see Jerry continuing here.
Wow.
This really looks like Veronica's got top pair, and she's really trying to protect against a flush draw, something
Not
like that.
only is she capable of overplaying top pair, she's also capable of bluffing that she has top pair and overplaying it at the same
This
time.
looks like.
Wow, Veronica.
Is she gonna show it? Did she show it?
Go, does she?
She showed it.
She shows?
She's so sick.
And laughs as she scoops the pot. She's laughing.
She's a classic.
Oh my god.
Laughs at her opponent.
That is so brutal, Veronica.
Thank you, dear.
You know what though? As a woman, they believe me. Always believe me.
They always believe me. That's
Oh
her
my
I
god.
said
Save
I
your
got-
money.
I
Okay.
said save your money. They believe me.
She can't believe that they believed her. That is pretty sick. All right. I think at this point now that show advertises to everyone else it's time to get crazy
Yes.
at this game.
Make it a
My
topic.
prediction is we're going to see some pretty sick action from here on out.
Oh. And here's the thing now, if Veronica now goes the other way with it and tightens up a little bit, she's going to get paid off.
That was a pretty sweet bluff though, I got to admit.
I think Brian just put in a $35 straddle.
That's an anchor straddle.
Hey, yeah. Come get some.
The infamous anger straddle.
It's a V straddle, $35 V straddle, and Sean's got jacks. Sean's probably going to make it somewhere around 100, 115, 120 maybe.
No respect for the V. No respect.
Sean makes it 100 to go. And
guess.
Brian, and we know Brian will defend any 2 cards.
Okay.
He does not,
Even 7 deuce.
especially 7 deuce. Wow. Top set for Sean.
Oh, that's all?
Brian flopped a pair. He might think it's good right now. Check, check. Turn 6, and now Brian's gonna feel pretty good about a 7. He's gonna bet 100 into Sean's jack hole.
Jesus.
You guys seriously watch the live stream while you're playing?
So does Sean just call here? Or
You move, no, you send it.
no? Good call.
Shut up!
He says Brian says I have to call. Brian called, drawing dead. Beautiful. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, Veronica, you're welcome.
This is all because of Veronica's influence right here?
That's exactly it. Brian's gotta know. Brian just called off with a pair of 7s there on Jack 7, 6, 6, in a spot where Sean raised to 100, check back the flop, and then shove the turn. When someone checks back the flop and then raises a later street, they're usually always strong, especially in 3-bet pots. Now that pot wasn't 3-bet, but there was a straddle on. So when Sean's raising out of position, checking the flop, and then raising a later street, he's always strong. He check raises the turn. I mean, and then Brian just like, haphazardly just like, okay, well, I'm gonna call.
So you said he should have known.
I think he probably did, but he's just like so caught up in the moment right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. Veronica's definitely creating a moment at this table.
5-10.
Now, your more experienced players in this position, they're going to have, they're going to have the ability to kind of see through all this and stay on their game. But it's really easy to get caught up in this, it seems like.
It seems like everyone's having fun. People are splashing around a lot of chips. Next thing you know, your hero calling bad with a pair of sevens.
Did they do their round of shots yet?
I saw some people drinking.
That
so
might
I
have a
think
little
they
bit of
might
an
have.
effect on this too. It's very possible.
So Rick makes it 35 to go with Ace King. John
Wow,
Pocket tens.
every hand. This
Now
is what
makes it
happens when
105.
Veronica's on the table. Free bet.
John's a big guy. He's got a beard. He's my new
105
favorite.
bet.
Veronica, you're dead to me.
Three bet him.
Yours would be a 4 bet.
Brian's also got tens. So Brian's facing a raise and a 3-bet,
No, he's. I looked at his
and now he's
card.
gonna call tens.
I did. I looked
Rick's in a great spot.
Legally.
If Rick can catch it, make a pair here.
Hold on.
105, right?
And Rick calls.
Woo! He's got a game. That
3
game
1/4
is
in the pot.
practice.
4-6 deuce. Rick misses.
Pocket tens twice. How about that?
My phone and my video.
They just need the ace king not to hit, and they can chop this up.
Now Brian feels really good here. Or I'm sorry, John. If you're Brian, you're kind of in a tough spot. You still got an overpair, but John 3-bet Rick, and Rick's more of a tight aggressive type player. So for when John's 3-betting Rick, he's generally going to have, you know, in most cases a pair. And so unless you're really convinced that he's 3-betting 9s and worse, 10s just doesn't fare really well against, in my opinion, against, you know, someone who's 3-betting Rick specifically.
I always love these hands where they have the same hand to see, like in a lot of these scenarios, you see how aggression really plays into this. Someone will bet out and actually take it down, and see they both end up with the same hand.
And here's a line that Brian's letting go with. He's going to check call lead. Brian check calls and now leads out
It's also nice.
3:45 on the turn. And when we go, we've seen Brian play hands like 5-4. He just showed down. He'll call off all in with 7-5, I believe he had. And so when on the 6-4 deuce deuce, John's probably thinking like Brian could have a hand like you know deuce 3 here. He could have 4 deuce. You know it's. But he also thinking maybe Brian just got like 6-7 here. Maybe 10s are good. It's a really really tough spot if you're John here.
His cat won't win money off
Pocket
you,
sixes,
man.
pocket 4s make a lot of sense here. The check call lead.
Nick, is your cat a D-Gen too? Cat, how much money did your cat win off of him?
Now John took his chip off his cards. No, but he's gonna make the call.
Woo!
Now Brian's got to worry that John does have the big overpair.
Huge bet.
Deuce.
Oh, good call. So they both have deuces
And
full of
Brian
tens.
shoves.
Great shove. Put him
This
to the
made it.
test.
That deuce is a bad card for Brian because now it's just so unlikely that he has a deuce now.
Right.
So now he's pretty much down to pocket 6s, pocket 4s.
Pretty much going to get called and chop it up here, but his aggression does play in at this point.
It's a big call for
It is.
for Brian.
$555.
I'm sorry for John.
It's all 5s in the bet. That's key. It looks
555.
lucky. It looks like a lucky bet. Does that count in your strategy? Lucky bets?
Good call.
Notice that Jake's completely ignoring me at this point.
I'm just gonna try to see I'm trying to see like when John.
Pocket tens twice. Chop that pot up.
Great play by Brian to check call lead barrel. Even more impressive for John to call that off there. But I mean, the deuce is really a bad card for him.
All right, well, thanks for having me in here. I got to get back to work, but I got Ryan sitting in for a couple minutes, and then we're going to have Veronica come back in a little bit and
Drag her back
commentate
to
on
the booth.
herself. How's it sound? All right.
So much fun. Right on, Justin. Thanks for stopping by. Brother man.
How are you doing?
coming into the booth.
Like you're enjoying
Ladies and
life.
gentlemen, Mr. Ryan Charles.
Hello, everyone. What's cracking?
Like it?
How's the game tonight, Jake?
You know what? The game was kind of in the muck, and then Veronica jumped in.
Who?
Veronica.
Veronica. Hot blonde right there in C56.
Blonde C5.
Nice. Is that a sparkly top? Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Charles. We're watching us on Stones Live Poker here on Twitch.
It's awesome. So we just missed you just missed an insane hand.
What happened?
Rick opened ace king. There was a 3-bet with 10s. Brian also had 10s in the big blind. Flop 6-4 deuce. Brian check called from John, who also had 10. That same hand, 10-10. And then Brian takes an aggressive line. Another deuce peels off on the turn. Brian then leads into John, who
much
was the
was it?
3-better. He led the turn for 345.
Wow.
John called in position, and the river. Brian sends it, ships it for 555, and
Jeez.
John finds a call with 10s and they chop it up. But it was
How long did it take for him to call?
yeah,
Pretty quick?
relatively quick. I mean, it wasn't a snap call. It's kind of like he counted the chips, kind of like took a deep breath and like
That's
please,
exactly
yeah.
what I would do. All right.
So Veronica, under the gun, she makes it 45 to go, 9-10 suited. Tiny's gonna make the call out of the hijack. Sean calls as well off the button. Brian defends the small blind, ace-5 suited. He's got better clubs. Veronica's gonna have to hope she doesn't flop the flush draw.
That would be sick.
Ace, queen, 10. Veronica's got bottom pair. Brian outflops her with his ace. Against multiple opponents, yeah, not a good spot for Veronica to be betting. Not on that board. Can't see what Tiny and Sean have.
35.
It's all the way over to Sean. He bets 35, Brian calls. Veronica can't continue here. As soon as I say that, then she reaches for chips.
You know
I don't-
Veronica's in a float one
So
time.
out of position here. I hate this call by Veronica.
You shouldn't criticize other players, Jake.
I think that's a fold all day long.
Yeah, that's a good card for Veronica, though. You might be able to get Brian off
If she
ace
thinks
five.
she can rep a jack here and barrel it, but checks through, 8 of spades comes. We can't see what Sean's got, but I'm gonna imagine he's got the best hand. He's probably gonna have Brian outkick here most spots.
Most spots for sure. Sean turns over what?
Sean shows ace. Chop chop. Well, Sean did have Brian outkick, but kicker doesn't play here. Chop up the pot. I don't like Veronica check calling there. I'm sorry. It's just
So where's the action been tonight? Who's playing aggressive? Who's playing?
so.
like that?
Brian in C3. Brian always plays aggressively. Brian always puts pressure on players. We saw that in the line with the pocket tens, with a check call lead on river.
Thank you.
And then the other person is Veronica. Veronica double barreled 3-4 offsuit.
I didn't even have to hassle.
Yeah.
What a beast! You take it down.
Oh yeah.
Good boy.
How many shots have they had so far since Veronica?
I think they've done one round of shots and everyone's straddling now.
I knew that would liven this thing up. Hi, Sarah.
Nice.
We ate dinner together and then he went home.
You guys talked about the Hydra lately?
The Hydra's been rescheduled. We talked about that. The Hydra got
right.
rescheduled to late May. Now day one is on May 20th. 2 flights May 20th, 2 flights May 21st, and 2 flights May 22nd. Day 2 coming back May 28th, Saturday at 11 a.m. with the day 3 Sunday at 6:30.
I'd like to interrupt this announcement to let you know that Jerry has aces and raised it $10.
Jerry's in the good. Now they've been straddling. This might have been a straddle from Jerry.
Oh wow!
So it looks like here John.
John's a little spicy.
John makes it 35 to go with 8 deuce out of the hijack. Brian calls on the button in position. He likes playing pots in position. He might think he's got a little read on Brian here. And now Jerry, Jerry straddled here with aces. He's going to put in the re-raise.
135.
I said 100 more. I think right now, if you're John, you just the jig is up. That's it.
Sometimes you get caught with your hand in that
Same
jar. Going after those cookies, Jake.
No bueno.
Jerry takes it down.
March 25th coming up, a day on the felt with Deej Poker. Got a $200 white chip bounty tournament. I think I'm down like 100 and I don't know how many points to Nick Colvin right now. It's really gross. gross.
Pineapple?
Pineapple. I'm getting crushed.
$5.
It's like Candy Crush now. I try to stay away
$5.
from
Who cares about your
pineapple.
$5?
It's all bad. BGR Chan says the people demand more PLO. PLO is going on right now. Paul and my people talk to the other people, and yeah, we'll get some more PLO on the stream. Absolutely.
That would be great.
7 deuce. If you win with 7 deuce, everybody gives you.
They are playing seven.
They're talking about the 7 deuce game. They're trying to get a $25 7 deuce going. Terrible draw.
Sai makes a 10 with 9s. Fold around.
I appreciate it, Tex. I
Matches
really
on
won't play
Brian.
shit, but I just want to be like, yeah, you know what I mean?
So Sai under the gun, he had the $10 straddle on. The guy that shows that he's raising under the gun. In reality, he's just straddling.
I gotta, man, see, I just got here, you know.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to pay attention to
all good.
positions. How's everyone doing in the chat room tonight? Is the hat a good look? What do you think? Do you think hat's a good look?
Oh, that's good.
That's good? Okay.
Rock the hat, work that. King 6-4, a couple of clubs. Veronica, who decided to get a little frisky out of the small blind, is now flopped the best hand.
Looks like she's in a bet like 35-ish.
Now Sai,
45.
who saw Veronica, because Veronica showed the 3-4. She double-barreled 3-4, no pair, no draw. Showed the hand, everybody. Sai's got to probably feel pretty good about his 9s here. And I'm willing to bet he's going to be content to call Veronica down. Ace on the turn, that might slow down the action for both players.
Dreaded ace on the turn. Killing action everywhere.
Veronica checks. Shoots a look right over to Sai. Sai's probably going to be checking back. Check, check. 3. Veronica's got the check mark. And here's a spot where Veronica, I think, should be check calling. I don't think going for value is going to have much merit here. I don't think a lot of worse hands are going to call you. I mean,
She's going to do the exact opposite.
she is going to do the exact. She doesn't bet a lot here. That's 80. Sai looks like he wants to look her up.
That barrel earlier will pay off here.
And if he does call, that is exactly that. Is that 3-4 hand going through Sai's mind, thinking like, here she is. She's talking a lot. She's trying to get people to take shots. She's encouraging straddles.
She's wearing a sequin shirt with a blazer, looking good.
That's what I'm saying. Sai gets away.
Good full side.
I really think it would have been, with the ace and the king on board, I think it really would have been hard for Veronica to get called by
I would have
worse.
said save your money if I was bluffing.
Because you were specifically getting a hand like 9s to try to hero call you with the ace and the king on board. After Veronica raised out of position, fired flop, and then bet the river again.
I appreciate the love in the chat room for the hat. Don't riot though. Is this Veronica's credit card right here?
It is.
Let's get something to eat.
Service.
Service. We need some lobster in the booth.
We have Veronica's credit card.
Put that away. I'll be a good friend.
Did it?
All right, let's see. Let's see if I'm.
Punishment for the limpers.
Oh, Veronica's talking. I hope you guys can hear it.
And there's Veronica firing the action. A bunch of limpers in the pot. She's not going to stand for it. King 7 suited makes it 40 to go.
Cards over the triangle.
Veronica's no joke.
This side of the table I can boss around, but this side's like not liking it.
Veronica's talking about her boss movements again. Sai lays down.
People like the hair pull.
That really happened?
Sean, Tiny's gonna call. We can't see his cards. Sean's probably gonna call here to pocket 3s.
Someone needs to go give Tiny a lesson on how to get his cards on the reader again.
What are you thinking about? What is this like? You're not putting in $1
Mixed
million.
call.
Your
All right, so we're gonna go
crappy
3-man to the flop.
Yeah, your crappy hand is gonna be.
Land Shut 1982 asks, is she always this aggressive? Yes. Yes, she is. King 4-8, 2 hearts. Veronica, who's raising with junk mostly. I'll call it junk. King 7 suited. She flops a pair again.
What do you want me to do, huh?
Checks over to her.
Is she doing her Brooklyn Italian accent again?
She is. I don't think she even knows what kind of accent that is.
doing? Here you go, key 7.
She puts in the bet. Tiny's out of the way. Sean missed. Sean's gonna check on. Here's another spot where if you think Veronica's bluffing, I don't think calling here is optimal.
Veronica is talking. She said Annie's gonna pay me off.
And here's a spot. It's probably gonna go check. And Veronica's gonna be content to snap any river bet by Sean.
Sean looks mesmerized by the sequence.
Oh my God.
Check. Veronica's got the check mark. And there it goes. She shows the king.
Let's ship it.
Points to the sky, mocks her opponent. Sean looks disgusted. And Veronica takes down a nice pot.
I don't like to calling the threes from. If he's in position, I think calling's fine. Out of position, I mean, you really got to hope that it checks completely through.
Sure.
And that Veronica somehow missed with a hand like Ace Jack, Queen 10, some sort of junk. And then it's such an easier pot to play in position than out of position. I really think in that spot, if you're Sean, if you think Veronica's bluffing, I think you're much better off check raising. You ready to come back in the booth?
Ship it to Mama.
All right.
Seat's open for you, actually.
Is it now?
Yeah, go.
Yeah. Awesome.
I'm gonna
All right,
go.
guys. I'm gonna trade some spots with some people.
Where's my phone?
Your phone. You had your phone.
Right here.
I don't know. All right.
So you're gonna call your own action?
I'm gonna call my own action. Are you sitting? Am I sitting on the inside? What's this? What's that? Pick that up.
It's you, man.
No, that's not my water.
Water, but it's all on the floor. We need service. Hi, Veronica.
Hey.
We just watched you crush the table with King 7 of clubs.
What? Okay, so,
Are you gonna explain to the people right now watching what's going on? Why you're here?
yeah, let's do this.
How are you doing this? Look
I
at
was
you.
trying to warm up the table. I was trying to get people to get some action going. This is so awkward, right?
That's cool. We'll be alright.
Because normally I'm on that side, so all my stuff's like laid out on that side.
We ordered some stuff from Amazon on your credit
Eldar,
card.
yeah, thanks. Eldar, what's up? Nice to see you, Bear Jew. I was like basically trying to get everyone to just go bananas. Oh, I knew he had aces. I'm like, show me, come on, and he wouldn't. Yeah, the table was so cold.
Yeah, I saw
The
you.
table was like no one was awake. I had to go in there and stir the pot and get these guys to like the zombies to come out of their grave and come alive.
All right. Welcome back. I missed you. When I first got in the booth, I was like, who is this bearded dude?
Yeah, it was supposed to be me tonight. I told the guys I'd be back. So, anyway, we got a hand developing. Where are we? Can I just move this over so you can look at it there?
Oh, shit.
Oh,
I've come undone.
see now?
Oh, we just messed up
We're
everything.
destroying everything.
All right,
Okay,
we'll fix it. We'll fix it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, so action is on Sean. He's got 5 deuce. He raised to 35, correct? Okay, so I want to say hello. Eldar is in the chat. Land Shut 1982. What's up? I've never seen this. He's from Germany. I'm from Poland. Nice to see you.
You're from Poland?
I am. I was born in Poland. So Rick flops an ace, and I guess.
Sean turned trip 5s. You know
Oh
poker at all?
yeah. So
know
Sean, I was watching this hand play out. Sean gets giddy when he hits a good hand. He gets giddy.
Yes.
So Sean hit his 5s, and then the turn comes a jack.
Go ahead.
And
Learning poker here?
yeah, you can see what he's got. Kathy's in the chat. What's up, Kathy? Fat Strap 1993. That color's weird. Andrew Knoll. Where's my gay corpse? Where's my 678? Where's Rick and Barstow? Jimmy Bluffett? Where are my peeps?
Write him out.
Looks like Rick
I'm in
got
last
one
place. What's up? I'm in last place. Nice to see you.
Sean bets 150 here. Rick has to
It's a
make his
big
ace
bet.
come
I think Rick ends up. I'll let this play out. But as you can hear me chatting it up. I'm trying to get the table to come to life. And look at that
Holy
fold.
fuck,
He
that's a-
folds ace king.
You guys are
Beast of a
friends.
fold.
What a nit, right? What a nit.
I fold that too.
No, I mean, a flush got there. The board was paired.
I thought you were just like 100% bluffing.
So I hate this because now you can just hear me just like chatting it up at the
very
table.
pleasant.
And now I'm chatting in the commentary
It's
booth.
like it's Inception.
Right?
It's like I'm seeing you on TV and I'm seeing you in real
It's
life.
crazy. It's crazy.
Please tell
And I'm
me-
in everyone's dreams.
Are you?
No.
Oh!
Look at you.
No V
Look at that sequence pop.
I was yelling at people to put the V straddle out. I was like, come on. I'm all dolled up. I came out here for a V straddle. Put it out there.
You are dressed.
Look at that V straddle. And you know, he's compliant. I enjoy compliance.
I'll make it happen.
Listen to you.
Chopped Liver said I should have tried the 7-3 all-in shop, right? I should have. I need to grow some more kahunas. So action's on. Does that not look like Jack Nicholson? The Shining, right here. Seat 8,
I hate
seat
Doug.
7, right?
A wide.
Here's Johnny.
How many shots do you
Folding.
have?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Look and see, I'm adjusting. I'm adjusting.
Look at you.
My shirt and the strap. Okay, so we got a.
You got a raise at 90 from Jerry with Jack 10. Sean doesn't look
Sean's
nice.
got Jack deuce. I think he's gonna fold this.
You should have got a count for how much he had behind.
So I told him, I'm like, if someone's putting in a raise, you should be a little obnoxious and ask for a full count of their chips and make them count out their chips for you. Because you know I like to do those like random obnoxious things to players who hate me at the table.
You get a lot of people who hate you with your antics.
Have
Have you ever got into it with someone over your antics?
I mean, not
seem
not
pretty chill.
really. I've had people like get up
Really?
randomly, but you know, if I get under their skin and I'm making them play bad because of it, I will push it. Right?
Yeah, you got to use every advantage you can, for sure. Sean has queens.
Oh yeah, this is, and he kind of played the queen's face up as far as I'm concerned.
Really? So
He made such a. I mean, like he made a big raise out of the big blind. I mean, what else, what are you gonna have? You're gonna have a big, powerful hand in the big blind when you put in a raise.
So everyone
So
folded
Tiny's
them.
putting in a raise here, and Sean's probably gonna put in a 3-bet.
You got a question here.
Veronica 7-3 off, all in shove might work there. It didn't work at the bike.
LOL.
Hey, at the bike, I didn't do a shove. I actually called off. I called up. Even worse. Even worse.
Now we're having.
Sean re-raises to 135.
Gay Corpse, what's up? Jake carried
Sonny's
him
gonna
pretty
get
good
away
last
from
night.
Is he there?
Yeah, Gay Corpse is in the chat. Gay Corpse is one of our lovely regulars who we're getting a photo shoot.
Girls, yeah, damn right.
Who started off by insulting me a lot. But
Really?
the insults were clever,
so
so
you-
I didn't ban them. They were clever. And then I started growing on him like spring mold, you know, like growing on the tree and it looks pretty, so we leave it. And now he, I think, secretly loves me. And so we've kept him.
Stirring up the
I
pot.
know. I'm a troublemaker. Poker Pro Eric. I like Kelly Donk says the sizing's too big. With the queens, yeah, I mean, it was a little obvious. He didn't want to see a flop.
Looks like we saw the straddle on here.
Should be a V straddle.
Try a little in the fetal position.
I was giving them all such a hard time. The right side of the table, the first 5 seats were fun, kind of, except for Garland, who wouldn't talk to me because his girlfriend was behind him. How much pressure is that, right? But the last 5 were, or the last 4 were kind of, you know. I'm influencing action, as you can see, while I'm at the table. I'm telling people to shove it in. I mean, when a girl tells you to shove it in, you shove it in. Okay.
She's right.
We're looking like we're getting a raise out of Sean. No, Sean just calls it
Sean
30.
just calls it 30. Flop 8,
Brian
7
calls, sorry.
deuce, 2 spades. Sean flops the nut flush draw.
We were gonna play the 7 deuce game, but Tiny said no.
Sean checks the net draw.
It checks around.
Turns a 4. Sean leads out. $80. Probably gonna fold here.
So Two-Face Man said he's going to LA in May. I'm going to be there in May. I'm going to play on their 5-5 game. So, should be fun. Did I spill all your water all over all of our
All over the floor.
electronics?
And ever since then, it started to smell like something's burning.
Now we know, like, if we have a big outage in the casino, it's because I spilled something.
We're in the middle of a drought. You just knocked a good 74 ounces.
We're not in a drought. We just had rain for 3 weeks. Where have you
Doesn't matter.
been?
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
Californians, it's like, it doesn't matter if, like, we're flooding and we're floating to work.
Still in the drought.
We're in a drought.
Water's tough to come by.
Look at me, I'm V-straddling. Check the V-straddle. Sorry, I need to see this.
Oh, you need to see this. Okay, good.
Check the V-straddle. It's not a huge V, but it's a nice V.
It'll do. It'll definitely do.
Look, they put me down as just V.
It's clean. The lines are nice. It's
Yeah,
Nice
yeah.
little strip.
There's no baloney. I like Cali Doms.
All right.
Mig Vault says he loves me. I love you too. Hit me up on Twitter, you guys. Angry_Polak.
You also can hit me up on Twitter.
I'm sorry. Did someone just fold a Jack Queen suited?
That's Chuck_Cash. Veronica let me get my plug in.
Get it in there. Get it in. Tell me about your band.
Not right now.
Oh, this is where I bluff also. I didn't see what Brian had. Ooh, why am I giving it away? Like all these spoilers.
Yeah. Calm down. Looks like the blonde to C5 V makes it 25 under the, and from the
Okay, so it checks, the flop checks, and I thought, okay, he hit nothing, and he bet, so I'm just gonna float the turn here. I thought if I raised it would look too suspicious.
Sure.
So the river comes, pairs the board, and he checks, I believe. He looked like he had nothing. He like looked over and smiled and checked, so I had to put in a bet. And then I didn't say anything because earlier when I bluffed, I told the guy, "Hey, save your money, save your money." And so I didn't say anything.
look at the glow.
It's only because I'm here for an hour.
And I was showing all my bluffs too. And yeah, it was fun. I only played for like what, an hour and a half, and it was good fun.
Your hair looks great tonight.
Thank you. So is yours. Look at your mustache. How much oil do you put in that stash to make it all so perfect?
I don't put oil in this. We have put that wax in there,
The
folks.
wax. They said I had good bed sizing.
Bed sizing?
Bed size.
Bed
sizing. My bed sizing is good too.
Nice.
Yeah, our Omaha Nights have double jackpots. Check out your screen right now every Mondays and Wednesdays. And then Friday, March 25th, don't even ask, just get down here by noon. That's all I have to say. White Chip Bounty Tournament, 3 to midnight, over $2,000 in lucky seat drawings. So you get, I think if you get a high hand, you get a ticket for a draw,
Yeah.
and they'll, yeah. You can multiply that. They'll give you multiple winnings. Okay, so we got a raise on the button. Brian puts it up to 50. I call. Oh, okay, this is a nice hand. So I've got pocket 9, so I just call. Because I'm set mining here in early position. That's what I'm doing. I'm set mining. So action, it goes over to, there we go, to Jerry.
Jerry's in the tank with the mystery hand.
Jerry, I believe, has jacks there.
Ready. 200 total.
Yeah, so Jerry raises at 200, and I know he has jacks there, so we can all see we've got jacks. Tiny folds, Sean folds this, and now Brian, the man that he is, can't fold a damn hand and puts in a call. And then I'm like, well, okay, so there's over $400 in this pot right now. 450, almost 500, and it's 150 for me to call to do a little set mining, implied odds. You know, if I hit, one of these boys is gonna pay me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So what do? I do what any good red-blooded Polish woman would do, and I call.
No fear. Oh, I'm excited about this hand. Oh yeah. It's a bad flop for your head, Veronica.
Yeah, that's a bad flop for me. So I miss. Jerry checks. I check. Jerry, I don't know why Jerry's counting, because he checked.
Brian jams it.
And then Brian jams it. Yeah.
It looks like some raspberry jam.
Yeah,
That blackberry.
that's strawberry jam, baby.
I love jam.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. With some clotted cream. Have you had clotted cream?
Yeah, girl, I know about that.
You know about the British clotted cream
Yeah,
and an
man.
English muffin
Put it on
and a
a
jam?
skull, put it on a skull, maybe have a
Woo!
little beans. You know what I'm saying?
That's the nuts right there.
I like to eat, man.
Yeah, so he had an ace. Jerry had jacks. I had nines.
Did Jerry show the jacks?
No, but he told me.
Oh, he told you.
I would set mine in
10 high
myself.
flop.
What's Margaritaville? What is Jimmy Bluffett?
Well, I mean, 200, 200, another 150.
Well, anyway, I don't know if I would have got all their stack, but I was thinking that they both had big pairs and they'd pay me off. I was hoping.
Okay.
Okay, I was hoping. I was hoping.
It's hard to flop a set. Rick makes it. What is he
Okay,
raising?
so Rick's popping it. Rick's popping it like it's hot.
With the ace jack clubs. Where'd you learn that?
Listen, just because I'm Polish doesn't mean I don't know some of this Cali stuff. Popping it like it's hot.
Please don't touch me.
Oh, shut up. You love it.
A little
you
lower,
love
a little
it.
lower, a little lower.
Exactly, you know that already.
So Rick raises
Garland.
25.
He's got it like.
Garland's in and I'm in. Look at my 5 deuce. 5 deuce, 10%, baby. Give me a flop.
Wow.
Nothing.
Damn.
777. Small actions on me. I check. Jerry's gonna check.
We do check around here.
Everybody checks, and then Garland puts in a bet with his pocket threes. What I don't understand with Garland, he had such a short stack. I would have shipped it. You know, I would have just shipped it. He had more than the pot, but whatever. You know, you flop a boat. Everyone checked to you. Now you put in a $60 bet into a $200, almost $200 pot. Now Sean's smelling something suspicious, you know, and Sean doesn't care how many chips you had. He asked him when I was sitting there. He asked him, "How many chips do you have?" And Sean doesn't care at this point. He's like, "Well, I think you're weak. That was a weak bet," and I can't remember what he does. If he just calls here.
Flats.
Yeah, he flats. Gay Corp says Garland is a short stack weirdo. Well, I don't know. He does like to play a short stack, and you know some people have that as a part of their game, but it's definitely not for me and for most players. It's not your best option in.
To limp with kings?
Yeah, that too. I'm just saying, you're better off buying in a little bit deeper, having
I see
to
what you-
maneuver a little more,
Gotcha.
being able to play your suited connectors and your small pocket pairs for implied odds better. You don't really get that with a small buy-in.
I wonder what Sean has here. Don't spoil it if
The
you
Poker
can.
Clueless says, I hate anyone who had a pony growing up. At 5.
You really had 5 ponies?
No, I didn't have any ponies. I freaking escaped communism and we were in a refugee camp, dude. Anyway, Sean wins this because he bet on it. I don't think Sean had anything. He had like a king high or an ace high.
Love Mania.
Did you hear me say Bluff Mania?
Yeah, I did.
We're Bluff Mania in there. So
Love WWE.
it was becoming a bluff fest. They were getting a little wild and crazy guys. Are you gonna Snapchat me all this later?
You want to Snapchat right now?
Yeah, let's Snapchat. Let's Snapchat together. Me Snapchatting.
This would be really,
while you're-
really, really entertaining for everyone watching.
Yeah.
You can follow me on Snapchat at ChuckCash5000. That's CHUCK Cash 5000.
And I'm Veronica Star with 2 R's.
Great.
How many yours? Damn, I look good.
Damn, I look
You
good.
look good too.
Your phone is jacked.
My phone is jacked. Can everyone see this? I dropped it on the floor here at Stones. That's the only thing I have to complain about.
Look at me, I got ace king on the button, baby.
What did you do?
And no one's got anything.
No.
Guess who calls? Brian. Brian the defender.
6-7 off. Defending at its best. I'll do that too. Flop's an open-ended draw. That's pretty good with top pair. Was there any action?
So this is what was scaring me. I'll let this hand play out. I believe he checked to me, and I put in a little bet here. And I feel like sometimes Brian can get sticky, and I've watched him play, and I didn't want him to get lucky because I only really had a pair, so I didn't want him to hit.
He bricks the turn?
He bricks the turn, and I was like, I can't deal with this. He's gonna call anything unless I just shove here. I may have overplayed my pair, but I think I was good, and I didn't want him to beat me with,
Spade
like a spade draw or
draw.
a straight draw.
And another
And he
celebration.
asked me to show a bluff, and I was like, I'm not bluffing this time.
Well, that was weird.
I just didn't want this calling station to win.
Did you hear me say I didn't want this calling station to win on the river?
What a savage century.
I love him actually.
Gay Corpse called me V Nasty. Look, I'm getting like street cred from Gay Corpse.
I don't know
You
if-
know you've made it.
I don't know if that.
Listen, let me have some street cred, okay?
Fine.
Give it to me.
I'll give you some street cred, girl.
Did you hear that? I'm getting some street cred. Do you know how hard it is when you have like 500 freaking Snapchat peeps?
You know you can just add it to your story.
Yeah, but then it doesn't get to everybody. It doesn't
Hey,
send
police,
to everybody.
got handcuffs. What's that? Arrest this girl for bluffing.
If you brought fuzzy cups, I'm going.
Did you hear me?
I did. You're so kinky. All right, what's going on here in this hand?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you take this hand over.
All right, here we go.
Do
Brian
it.
has 6 deuce. He raises to 40. Stepping out on the town. It's on John here to call. 22. Oh wait, we have 3 players going to the flop. Sorry, I'm a little new with this. Flop comes Queen, Jack, 10, 2 hearts. Everyone's pretty much missed this. Tiny and John have a little gut shot. Turn 10. I have a feeling this one might check around. Actions on John here. Seat 1 checks. Brian checks. Here comes a 7 on the river.
Oh, I got
Check,
two new
check.
friends on Snapchat.
Check, check, check. All sorts of checking. And Tiny's going to take this little small pot down with ace 9. What do they chop? No.
Yeah, they're chopping my money, I believe, this hand.
I don't know that. I don't know if that's completely accurate.
Anytime I'm not in the pot, it's my money. It's my money they're chopping. Look, Jake's about to sit down and play a little 3-6 limit.
Is he?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to throw him under the bus.
I think dealers tell me no.
He doesn't look happy.
I've heard dealers say no.
For such an aggressive, aggro, crazy person, you look kind of timid when you sit down at the table. Look at you. Like, oh,
No,
look
I
at
don't
me.
think I look timid.
Look at you. You have your
I
hands
just
clasped
like,
in front of
I'm
you.
just proper. I'm a proper aggressive person.
Live and everybody likes it.
Yes.
No, you're mixing
What
up
did you
free
say?
tip with just the tip.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe some of this stuff I
I
said.
swear I won't put it in.
You should think about that.
Oh man. My poor husband. Oh my god, they're speaking in Polish.
Uh-oh. What'd they say?
Jeez, I'm the worst at... Ja mówię po polsku bardzo dobrze, ale wiesz co, czytanie to nie jest tak dobrze.
For the record, she's hitting that Google Translate.
Yeah. Because you know what?
Yeah.
I like my writing and spelling.
I agree with you.
It's the
It
worst.
looks like we have
I don't
a
know
lid fest
who
here
calls
going
someone their colleagues.
Husband, I'm out.
Right,
That's so funny.
I like Kelly Donks asking if I get coaching lately. No, I have not received any coaching. I do not have time. I haven't even played since I've been on Live at the Bike. I do not have time to do anything in my life.
What? Here's Johnny.
I was like, there's no way he doesn't look like Jack Nicholson from The Shining, and they were like, no, he doesn't look anything like that. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Looks like you're having an earthquake here.
Yeah, we are having an earthquake, obviously.
Well,
We're in California. We're in a
Have you ever
drought. We're earthquaking.
And there might be a forest fires too. Have you ever experienced an earthquake?
Yes, I did a student exchange in Japan, and there were like tremors. No kidding, all the time.
Sketchy.
I was so scared, man.
I would be too. Let's see what's going on here.
That is 45.
Okay, so we got a little raise out of Jerry with pocket 10s. Raise to 45.
Side picks up ace
Jack
queen.
Nicholson with ace queen.
Jack Nicholson is in a quandary. Ace queen off.
He's sitting there tanking. You know, I feel like he plays really tight. He plays really tight, and I think he's going to put in a little 3-bet here, right? Yes.
I will,
135, I think Sarah said.
So I really like John in C1. He was fun.
but I'm going to come back and play
And
out.
Brian and Sean, of course.
Brian picks pocket 6s. Calls out a
I
big
like me
blind.
some Brian. And this is where I have to leave.
Oh, look at you. This is where it
I
gets
know, I
boring.
was so sad.
Look at you go.
Give the dealer a tip before I leave.
Of course.
My donkeys on the live stream, I said hi.
What do you do if you're Jerry here?
Would anybody enjoy C number 5? C number 5 is available.
So he doesn't have that much behind.
You have
You
to
can
check.
get super aggro with this and just pop it, force everyone to fold,
And he
or you
lays
can
down.
fold it.
2 players.
Brian's such a sick monkey. He's always looking for like set mining, and he knows he can take it away if he sees any weakness.
Side flops ace queen. Not a great flop for Brian. He has one out.
Rick and Barstow, what's up? You saw my aggression. JFK Stone says goodbye, Veronica, for 25 minutes ago. I know the Veronica of the past is so mean. She's leaving. Now who are you going to get to replace me, right? What other loud blondes that talk dirty are you going to get? Nobody.
Nobody.
Put Ryan in the game or we riot.
Don't riot. I'm
Riot in the chat room. Go. Put out your salt. That'll be our riot. The salt.
I would love to
Let's
see it.
riot in the chat room. You know, if Lyman can cause riots, I can cause riots.
Are you emoticon in the chat room right now?
Look it. I started the riot. I bet you no one will listen to me. No one will do anything.
What are those? Money?
That's salt, man.
Oh, I see. Well, I didn't know you had such a strong emoji game.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Here comes the small. We got a small riot, a 3-person riot to get you in the game.
Wait, you're missing all the people talk about you after you leave.
Talk about me? Oh, I'm used to it. Trust me. The first 3 weeks with Gay Corpse was enough. So it looks like we got to straddle this game. Look at them rioting! They're rioting!
Oh my God.
They're rioting! I forgot what I was saying. The riot got so crazy that I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, Ryan, she'll hit you with the bag if you don't go. They want you to go play in the
I'll
game.
hit her with my bag. Anyway, let's see. I'm just kidding. That was kind of rude.
Okay, so this game, I really livened it up because I forced the V straddle. I said put the V straddle on, make it a nice V, don't get it sloppy. And they were straddling every hand. Tiny was the only one pretty much not straddling, yeah.
Really? So we got Jerry and Brian here. Brian has some mystery hand that you guys can sell. So he's going to lead out. No, that's not Jerry. Wait, that's not Brian.
If Lyman was in this chat room, he could cause like a severe riot. I get like a 6-person riot. 7, not including me. You know,
Check this down.
with Garland,
Jerry says he has 2 sevens. And he'll probably take this down.
Garland, like,
All right.
he sits down with a small stack, and when you play cash, do you normally buy in for max amount, or
It depends on the table. Usually around the middle.
you know what? If I'll sit down at a table and everyone's really short, I will not max buy just to double everyone out because that's really I'll try to get away from those kinds of tables. I like where people are playing deep. Huh? So Garland, you know, I think this game, especially with the straddle, he didn't bring enough chips. I don't even think I brought enough chips for a $25 straddle in every hand, almost every hand. So,
He is taking seat number 4, gentlemen.
Oh, we
we got a new player.
that looks like our boy T.
Would you like to wait till that passes you, or would you want to come in and big one? Wait.
The Poker Clueless says, Tiny doesn't straddle, Tiny doesn't put his cards over the card reader. What a buzzkill.
Leave Tiny alone.
Listen, don't hate on Stripes. Stripes are in style right now.
Who's wearing stripes?
They're hating on my Stripes bag. Stripes are in style.
So that's
My mom washed it, and look, I have to go buy a new one now.
that bag is a Triumph.
Shut up! That bag is fantastic.
I said a Triumph. Do you know what Triumph
It
means?
could mean something bad.
Triumph?
Triumphant loss.
To win, girl.
Triumphant loss.
Sorry, I hate when we fight. We have no cards on the card reader on this hand. Oh, Jerry has 10-9. Backdoor flush draw.
So Sean's first act. Veronica, what stakes do you normally play? Right now, I play the lower stakes, 2, 5, 1, 3.
Exactly what I said.
I just played a 5, 5. Back in my degenerate days, I used to play 5, 10.
What a savage. Jerry pairs is 10 on the turn.
Tiny, though, did admit to me that he likes me. He just doesn't show his like for everyone. He's a quiet guy.
Quiet guys are awesome. I'm a big fan of Tiny. I want to see him do well in this game. I don't know why, because he had his bright ass shirt on last week.
I know.
It was great.
Sarah's talking about the Veronica straddle. Did they give us any water in here?
I had water, but you spilled it all over the
Well,
ground.
that's why you bring bottles in here, bro.
My bad, bro.
Bro.
Put out to Veronica. Definitely with the sweet
Crew here at Stone's Life Poker is excellent.
Yes.
We're a team. Thank you, Ben.
All right. So, thank you. Action is on Garrett, and it looks like he's putting in a little raise. Garland. Why do I call him Garrett?
I don't know. Garrett and Garland aren't even remotely
And
close.
action's on Tiny. Did Tiny fold?
Looks like
Can't really see the card.
It looks like we lost our graphics here, so we're gonna have to pretend.
John's folding. Sean
we go.
is coming in for the ride because he likes it dirty. And Brian's coming in to play. Brian, it doesn't matter. If there's money in the pot, it
Brian's
doesn't
in there?
matter. He's in.
You're such a bad influence on me, girl.
I know, right?
Jeez. Got me making weird noises with my fists.
Looks like all diamonds. Deuce, 3, 8. So pretty much Garland and Sean are. Oh no, sorry. T in seat 4. That's his name, T, huh?
T.
Why does it show no cards in front of him, but I see cards? And now we lost.
There we go. It's that water you spilled earlier. All diamond flop here, 8-3 Dilthy, 8 on the turn.
So Garland's still in the, okay. Checked on the turn.
This may be the hand of the
Check
night.
down.
Looks like Sevens to take this monster down.
Hago Donger asked what a deck costs. They start out at $200.
For one of those breeding
$200 for
decks?
the RFID decks.
Amazing.
Yeah, but I actually think we moved up on our RFID decks, and they might even be more than that. I know when we first started, when our budget was a little lower, yeah, they were 200 back then.
Stone's Live is coming up in the world.
Coming up, man.
Becoming
I heard we have plans to get more sophisticated cameras. We can zoom in on like that pulse in your forehead when you're bluffing.
You should have heart rate monitors.
Man, right? That would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
And the RFID cards are bridge size. Yeah. They're super tilting. Have you played on RFID? Yeah, they're super tilting. I don't. Oh yeah, you played the final table on the seniors event, bro. You're only 48. What are you thinking?
I didn't know. I showed up that day to think it was a regular tournament. That's my excuse. I really knew. I tell everybody that.
Hey, you know what? You guys were supporting the local. Oh, that one's frozen. You guys were supporting the tournament.
Yeah, but you still gave us a lot of shit.
I was just
You called
joking.
me-
I have to.
You called me a dirtbag like 5 times. You know how sensitive I am?
No, you're not.
I'm very sensitive, but
We're going for sushi later this week. What are you talking
what
about?
does that have to do with my
That means that
sensitivity?
you're not that sensitive. You're friends with me, and you hurt me.
I do hurt you.
You Snapchat me. You like watching my Snapchats.
They are pretty entertaining.
They're boring. They're average at best.
Mine, on the other hand, are
Yours are
above
great.
average. That's Chuck
Yours.
Cash 5000 on Snapchat. If you're out there, you want to see more of me.
You're a Snapchat
You know you do.
phenom.
I'm phenomenal. That's for sure.
Jake moved to a big boys game.
Where did Jake go?
He's right there, staring him down.
So he didn't play the live cast.
Solid wool grinder. That's a dirtbag move.
40 blue, table
Who's that?
11, please.
I don't know what he's saying, but I like his name, man. Solid wool grinder. What is up?
I salad bowl grind every day.
Herbivores ask, are people told to handle the cards more gentle? No. I mean, we would appreciate that you don't break them. Or like I saw one person do at a card game that was at like 10 years ago, a guy freaking ate a card. He freaking ate! He ate the card.
What card
It was
was
in
it?
Canada. I don't remember, but I remember him eating the card. He was so pissed off. So we'd appreciate that you don't eat the cards and you don't bend them.
5 is the best.
All right, back to the poker action.
Flop is Jack 3. No one's got anything.
Garland has 9s,
Yeah, but no. Yes, he does.
and we turn around.
And he wins.
Takes it down.
You pretty much have to just play straightforward against Garland with his short stack because you're just gonna double him up
No doubt.
unless unless he picks up something and you've got something better. It's kind of I don't like it.
Excellent point.
I don't like it. I like when people are playing and they're playing a wide range and we're having fun and they're feet straddling, talking. Look at Tiny. I tried to get Tiny out off of his tablet, but he wouldn't. He doesn't listen to me.
He likes you though.
Yeah, he didn't say he loves me and he doesn't hate me. So that means he likes
Did you ask him if he loved
Yes. He said he doesn't love me.
you? I think he was lying to you.
Poker Pro Eric says public service announcement. Do not
Chips
eat
40
the
blue,
playing cards.
table 11, please. and
Veronica, too hot for Ryan.
Bobby Boyle.
Hey, Bobby.
You're hot. It's okay.
Bobby, it's TOO, bro. 2. So come 2 stones, and I'll see you 2.
TOO.
40 blue.
Step your English game up,
You can
player.
see the two of us. TWO.
Homophones, player, homophones. It's tough out here.
900 is not a short stack more than you had. Yes, 900 isn't a short stack. But Garland had like 300 when I left the table. Those weren't 25 chips on top. Those were dollar chips.
Let's see if we can get some action in this pot here. We got a raise to 30 from Brian. Queen 9. Sansai with Ace King of Hearts. Looks like he's in a flat.
I don't like that flat. I would have put in a raise.
I don't
to
like
make
it
mine.
flat either.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna see a flop. John's doing a little set mining. Ooh.
King 10-8, all
Look
spades.
at John. Look at John with the nuts. He's got the only spade.
That would be so sick.
Icy's still ahead though with a pair. With a pair of kings.
Looks like Brian's getting a continuation bet here. With
Why do I call him Icy? I should call him Jack Nicholson. Brian, of course, continuation bets with his gutty.
Chips, please. Table 11.
So I just want to see if he responded to mine.
You're awesome, Sarah.
Sai looks like he calls a $65 bet on the flop for Brian. Looks like we're going to the turn here. 4 of diamonds. Ace king still 88% to win. Check, check. 3 of hearts on the river. I think Brian's gonna fire another barrel here. Think he has it in him?
If he gets checked to.
Check please, table 11.
If he gets checked to. Definitely. He will not be getting checked to. And Brian knows that CY, Jack Nicholson's a pretty tight player.
You know what? Now that I see him, he doesn't really look like Jack Nicholson.
Shut up.
He looks
We've
like...
already confirmed that he does.
He does not look like Jack Nicholson.
Whatever, he does.
Thank you, Paul.
My line. You can't use my line.
You gonna be here Friday, March 25th?
Will that be the day of the week? If I wake up that day, I'll probably be here.
Nice.
See how we went a little macabre?
Yeah.
Because I'm dark after, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm complicated. Let's plug something.
Plug it. Go.
Friday, March 20th. Okay, that wasn't funny. You're supposed to like laugh.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention to you like most men.
This Friday, a day on the felt here at Stones, we have a white bounty tournament.
See, our
White chip
$100
on.
chips are
Yeah, man.
white.
If that's at noon this Friday, here at Stones Gambling Hall.
Let me gloss up for this one.
Let me borrow that after you. If you hit the Taco
He's
Bell,
putting
you've
in a
gone too
raise.
far.
Pocket 7s to 30. He's in the hijack, and Garland calls on the cutoff. Oh, and he flops a
Yum,
set.
yum.
Of
Tea
course, you got to
running good.
continue because you're the initial raiser. Oh,
Ooh, he does the count fake
the
check.
pump fake.
Whee!
The pump fake. What's Garland gonna do? Garland. The thing is, Garland. If Garland has an ace, he's okay. Garland's got an ace.
Carl has to have an ace here. Looks like T's putting a little raisin here.
Super strong.
My man is
strong.
rocking the cleanest Versace glasses in the
Ever.
room. He made me
Hey,
step
I
my
wonder,
glasses
can
game.
Garland let this go? Garland's just gonna call. Okay.
Wait, this
Garland
would
say
be
I have an ace. I have.
Ooh.
Oh, quads.
T is so good.
Quads happen.
Let's see how he
on
plays.
the
This is my
So
beat
T,
right
you know what I like? If he bet right now, it would be so disguised.
look at him,
He
betting
would
out
not
quads.
look like quads.
He bets out 80
Nice.
with quadros. Garland
And he
has
bet
to think the ace is
fast.
good.
So it looks like, yeah, he's got an ace, and Garland's like, well, I've got an ace too. So.
Yuck. T's such a he looks back at his hand. What a sav. Queen of diamonds on the river. Let's see what T does.
He's
here.
like, please have ace queen. Please have ace queen.
Please have
Please have ace queen.
Please have queens or have aces. Look at him.
Yeah, aces would be good too.
T, if you're watching this later, bro,
You're playing this so well,
you're playing
T.
it so well, brother. Yum, yum. That looks like 125-ish.
Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. I hate
Call
when people
snap,
just
call quads.
freeze up
Yum,
with
yum.
their quads.
Go to Lenscrafters right now and call up the alternate Versace glasses, sir. Wow, what a pot.
What are you babbling about?
What a pot.
Big pimpin',
Spin and cheese and
big
pimping up and
Easy game.
Alright. We're professionals. Let's be professional. Did anyone say anything about my dance moves?
No, they haven't had time. Oh, Chuck Nasty, you're in there too.
No, I'm not. Why are you
Someone
hanging in
called
there with
themselves
that
Chuck
ogre?
Nasty.
Who's Mick Valt? I'm not an ogre, sir. I'm a human being. You spelled ogre wrong.
I like Kelly Dong since he played that room by giving stack size. To me, I would think I would have tried to get all of Garland's money. If he called the raise on the flop and then called on the turn, he's probably committed to the hand and he probably would put all of his chips in on the river. That's how I would think.
He bet really
And if
small.
you just go all in, or maybe like make it a bet just a little bit less than they're stacked, it just looks, I I don't know. You can think about it in a few different ways. You can make it look like a huge, like you're over betting, you're trying to bluff him off the hand on the river, and you're just gonna shove. Or maybe you just put in like just like $20 less than his stack, which makes them think that maybe they can call.
The pot was at about like 400, I think. Ish.
Right? I was just making sure he did.
Yeah, you're right.
They said amazing dance moves, Justin. Yeah.
Ogres are like onions, many layers. That's right. Sticks and stones, get it?
You know, you gotta get used to it. You gotta slowly melt like butter to our chat room.
You don't think I'm used to trolls?
I took abuse for like 2 months, man, until they started falling in love with me because they knew they couldn't get rid of me.
That's very true. You are sticky.
I am sticky. Look at Queen High's winning here.
Yeah, definitely.
Not much very action.
T fires and takes it down though. Look at you.
T beast mode officially on. Button on.
They like
That was good. I like that.
You like beast mode button on?
I like that.
There's also an F it button, and sometimes you press the F it button and you just don't care. You don't care what your opponent has because you're sick of it. You're sick of it. You're sick of losing. You're sick of getting out-rippered, and the F it button goes on. I'm sure, I like Cali Donks, I know you know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you've had the F it button go on once in a while. Jake has the F it button. Do you have the F it button?
Of course.
Yeah.
On the daily, I push that
I
thing.
agree with you.
Rick and Barca said I love the abuse. Yeah,
I agree.
Pull my hair while you're at it.
I'm here with you, but
Wow.
it's just the way they like it. They can get them. They can buy them for money. The 135 is a straight.
Stop rioting,
You can only buy for
cinematic.
1,000 straight. It's just
Stop
a straight
rioting.
game, whereas the 2.5 and the 5.5 raise the mid 20. Are both
All
straight
right.
match.
We got some hands going on. Jerry looks like he's raising a 20 in the hijack with a jack 5 suited. John has hearts also, and he is calling on the button.
Into the game, that's what they're.
No, sorry, not John. John is in seat 1. Sorry, I was thinking about.
Jerry. Rick. Rick
But
has
yeah,
great shots.
John is in seat 1. Pardon me.
Ooh, the 7 deuce 3 flop.
One heart.
No one's really qualified this spot here.
John's pretty much ahead with his deuce.
Ooh, Mick Vault hates me. Love that guy.
They're doing the F it button. F it button. Cinematic. Yes, I did bully you into watching. Fist of Fury.
One guy can beat. One guy can.
Cinematic just pressed his F it button. Okay, my bra's falling off. Excuse me. Yes, cover the microphone, not the camera.
I'm up there. I did something. I covered your
Oh,
bosom
my
area.
stuff.
Your bosom. Let's go to the river here.
So the turn is kind of bricked out, and then Jack on the river gave Jerry the best hand. Got the check mark.
It's a gross one.
We're gonna check this one down.
Yeah, not much happening.
How do you spell ogre?
I just want to make a
Is it
fair.
O-G-A-R?
Why you gotta do that?
Might have to hit the Google for the ogre.
Google
Did I
ogre.
not ask?
He did ask.
Yeah.
How do you spell ogre?
God, your Samsung
That again.
is smashing. Oh, he did spell it wrong. Right.
He did.
I apologize for making fun of you for spelling it wrong, sir.
What did I threaten at the bike?
Because I need you to have some dough.
Veronica, you threatened that at the bike. Now it
The
happens.
best hand, is that what you meant?
Oh,
The
the.
F it button?
I think it maybe you might be talking about your bra coming undone.
Oh, yeah. Told him I was going to get naked. But unfortunately, the bike didn't last more than 2 hours, and at 2.5 hours, I got naked.
Wow.
You could do whatever you want. Oh, keep taking it off.
You all missed out.
Sometimes you gotta
You
be
can have a little belt. You can have a
there.
belt.
All right, so T is, so we got a straddle hand, and of course Brian is straddling, but he didn't V-straddle like he should have. T calls with a 10-8 suited, a man of my heart. I love me some suited connectors.
GA table 11.
John is going to call. John's got 10-9. Oh, man. Sean calls. Jack 3, why not? Brian has option E
Five
checks.
players.
Oh, I love it. I love all these guys in the hand.
T and Tiny both
I love
flop
when
at 8.
when the most aggressive players in the hand at the table are in a hand together.
And Brian spikes the best hand with a queen. Goes checked around. It's on T here.
House man for sure. Drop it.
T's very methodical when he plays. He checks.
Cinematic. Actually, you know what? Almost all the money I won that night was off of Dave Tuckman. Just be honest. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. I'm so bad at singing. So bad. Jack on the turn.
John has the nuts. Ish, second nuts, I would say.
Yeah, right now he's got the nuts. Damn rights.
These nuts look like he might take the pot down.
He might. I know Tiny's not going to be sticking around.
Definitely not.
T's like looking at his hand like, oh, drawing to a chop. Nah.
John takes it down.
Tiny's folding. Tiny's going really snug tonight. There are days where Tiny just like butters himself up before the broadcast and slips right in, you know? Like just gets bananas at the table and there's a lot of action. And then today he's just like, you know, maybe he had a rough day at work. Maybe he's, you know, his food, his burger, his steak came well done.
And he ordered it medium.
And now he's just not happy, you know? Medium rare, my friend.
How do you like your steak, medium rare?
Medium rare, yeah. My battery is low. I don't want it like throbbing still, but I'd like a little pink in the middle. Why does everything I say sound dirty?
Because you imply it with the way you say it. It's fine. Thanks for the semi. All right.
Tuckman money is the sweetest money. Yeah.
Brian is on drugs. That's not cool.
Yeah, I like Kelly Donks, man. That steak was like tilting me. There was a steak tweet going around, and people were like comparing it to Michael Jordan and like the bottom of someone's shoe. And I'm serious. I was in a restaurant, and a woman in front of me ordered her steak very well done.
Like crispy.
Mom, table 11. Just you.
All right, Brian is going to call. John raised it to 25 and Brian calls in the big blind because he's a constant chronic defender.
John flops a king.
Cinematic, are you going to be on Live with the Bike tomorrow? Is that what you're telling us?
Ace on the turn. Brian picks up a flush draw. Checks it. Check. Nope, it looks like John's going to bet out his king. The gutter. Brian calls. River misses.
River's a brick.
John has king
Brick.
10.
Cool Breeze is when a person's playing tight 60% of the time, it's scared money.
Cool Breeze, you might be right about that,
Yeah.
brother.
Or, yeah, I guess it is scared money when you're playing above your comfort range. Like if you're only a 1-2 player and you're suddenly playing 2-5 and everyone's buying in deep.
Could be definitely be intimidating when you're not playing those high stakes. Stones is located in Citrus Heights, California.
All right, Cinematic, I am going to be trolling you tomorrow evening on Live in the Bike. And then I'm going to be there in May.
You are the queen troll, aren't you?
I don't troll, I support. If people hate on me, that's okay.
I like your attitude.
That's okay. I've had worse things happen to me. Garland, you got ace king, baby.
Let's do it.
Just do it. Just get bananas, Garland. Get bananas. Just swallow it with the peel, you know?
All right. This might be a straddled hand.
Yeah, it probably. No, it looks like it's not, because Garland would have been the straddle. He's under the gun. So Garland raises to 15 with ace king under the gun. I don't see where the action is. No, he raises to 20, pardon me. There's John.
20.
John put in a call. And of course Sean is calling, and Brian, and T. And I love these kinds of games because these are competent, legs, and you're gonna get destroyed, Garland, if you don't pick up a good hand. What's up? I'll make it go backwards.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we're on the same level.
643, all hearts. Garland checks it.
Brian has.
Oh, that's a killer.
Brian and Rick
That's
both
gonna
have
stop all
flush.
action. Brian's got a flush. He's just not as good. There's not a lot of money in this pot, so Brian's not gonna lose his mind on this one.
Hi.
How many of them are you gonna do?
The first one didn't work. God, I look fantastic. Rick's gonna take us down with the King Ball of Hearts.
Cinematic, are you going to be cinematic on Live at the Bike? Are you going to use that name? Tell me what name you are going to be so I can, you know, if you're handsome, I'll put a picture of you above my bed like all the other men.
How many pictures do you have above your bed?
I have Kyle.
Yeah,
I have Rick and Barstow. I have Christian Bale.
having a heart.
Batman? Nice.
Yeah. You, obviously.
Obviously.
Justin.
Justin's a great guy.
And then I'll put cinematic up there.
What about Jake?
Oh my God, Cyrus! I didn't know Cyrus. Cyrus is a beast. He does commentary on Live at the Bike also.
Nice.
He's such a beast.
I got too many people behind me.
3 hats.
That
was awesome.
5 deuce and 5
That was awesome. 3 hats.
Don't you love it when you're like you hear an inside joke and like you're kind
You
of
didn't see him on the last Live at the Bike? He wore 3 hats.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Because
I missed that
someone's
one.
named 2 hats. And so he named himself 3 hats. It was funny.
They call me Two Chins.
Oh yeah, Frank, I have a picture of Frank, but Frank, you're actually like next to my mirror, full like whole body, top to bottom, not just a face.
Crazy.
So we were supposed to play the 7 deuce game for $25 each.
You couldn't get it
and
going.
Tiny said no.
Oh wow.
All right, so we've got a $20 raise and Garland, man. Garland is suited. Just go for it.
If I get
Shove
raised,
it.
I can't call anything. So.
Queen, Jack, 8, 2 spades. Sean picks up a flush draw with the 7 Dewey. Check all the way to the turn here.
It's checked around.
And Sean completes his flush.
Sean with a
Checks it.
7 deuce makes a flush.
Really, yuck, that's not a good call for Sean. He'll probably take this one down as it gets checked around.
Man, I didn't know you're cinematic. I didn't know it was you, Cyrus. Cyrus occasionally, you know, likes my tweets and stuff, so I feel really special. 3 hats. Are you gonna change your Twitter handle to 3 hats now?
Thanks, Rick. I figured that out. What's your favorite thing about stones?
Stones? Oh my gosh, what isn't great about stones?
Besides losing.
Okay, when you're here, when you're playing, you're grinding for a long time. No smoke. Love that.
Best.
It's a big room, but it's still small enough that you get good service. I miss that. Anywhere else I go, you wait 3 hours for a water.
It's terrible.
You know, it's terrible. Here, there's like a waitress for every table. It's crazy, and the food here is so amazing. Anywhere else you go, it's, you know, greasy crap. The food here is amazing. I love it.
So the service is your favorite thing.
With a smile. I usually get happy endings. You don't, right? I know.
Maybe.
Wow, Jerry's putting in a little bit of aggression here. Ace 8. Looks like he raises it to 100. It was originally raised to 95 by T. And Jerry's noticing sorry, not to 95. It was raised to 35, sorry, by T. And Jerry's noticing that T is getting a little out of line. And T's not going to just fold 9s here.
T flops quads again. Jerry hits that ace pretty hard. Jerry's like, is my ace 8 good here? And checks.
Jack Nicholson's getting up. I don't know why you get up right now. You got like the first 5 players in the game.
T bets 100.
Wild and
Jerry
crazy.
calls.
Yeah. And now checked around. There'd be sirens going off in my head if I was Jerry.
Yeah, no doubt.
So the backdoor flush
Check,
got
check.
there, but I wouldn't worry about that if I were Jerry. Yeah, and it checks. You know, T's showing that he can't be pushed around with little 3-bet.
No.
You know, he's not gonna fold. He's not scared.
Especially with a younger guy on the button.
Yeah. So you gotta hit your hand against him. He's telling you he's not a great play.
You're right about that, my friend.
I like Callie Donk said I love casino food, but I'm a peasant. I like Callie Donks. I told you I will buy you dinner when you come up here to play in our live stream.
Carpet is top notch.
Shut up, Kate Corbs.
That's awesome.
He said men's rooms at Stones are great. Carpet is top notch.
I like that guy. That's hella funny. Gay Corbs, you're cool with me, brother.
So Sean's limping. Here's some limpage. I like to punish the limpers.
Yeah.
That's what I like to do. If Cyrus was in the game, Cyrus would be punishing limpers. Gay Corpse also.
Limpy lip. We got a raise here. Garland raises 40.
Go do your blind.
You'd be surprised how much you miss the service here when you go somewhere else.
Oh, I do. Trust me. When I go play at the place that rhymes with Bunder Alley, the service is ridiculously
Yeah, I waited like 3 hours for water.
Terrible.
Finally, I complained to the poker room manager,
Yeah.
and he had to bring me water.
That's sick.
There's one waitress for like 30 tables.
Wow. So we got checked all the way to the turn with all hard board. Wait,
They just checked it through.
Oh, well,
They
nice.
must have made some sort of agreement
they
pre-flop.
should have.
Oh, Garland went all in.
Oh, wow, we missed that.
I don't think he had 555. I don't think that's accurate. Garland had like under 300 there.
$200.
You're going to make me want to switch to Samsung. Maybe.
All right, Jesus Company. Good luck, everybody.
What kind of rack is that on the,
Looks like we have a dealer change. It might be the perfect opportunity to talk about something.
what, 510?
The Hydra has been rescheduled, Veronica.
You know what? That's around my birthday. You know what that means?
What?
I'll be playing every one of those days.
Are you really?
No, I'll probably play like 3 of them.
Are you turning like 27?
Yep.
What? Why am I stupid for complimenting you?
Oh, you were, I thought you were
win.
being
Yeah, well, we
like
didn't get
cheeky.
drawn.
Oh, no. Cheeky. Get out of here.
Can I get back in the game? It's bad now? It doesn't look that bad. Sean wants me back in the game. They voted me in. I want you to bluff with 8 high. Sean's gonna bluff with 8 high.
The High's has been rescheduled. It's now May 20th. Starts Friday, May 20th.
Did Tiny move? Tiny moved, huh? Tiny moved
Tiny
to
did move.
seat 7.
Did. That's where he sat last week, or last Wednesday. Check 7
It's
10.
a limp pot. You know, this is where we can talk about other stuff on limp pots. Sometimes limp pots can get crazy, but John's betting out with his 7 deuce. Rick has 7 deuce also. He folded. Mig Vault wants me to go back to the game. I do. I wouldn't have left the game, but you know, I'm not the boss here. The boss told me to come back. chopped liver. You're leaving? Do not leave.
Tiny hits straight here. Checks. John leads out with 55 with 7 deuce.
45, yes.
Service on table 11. 165.
Tiny puts in a little raise to 165, ending John's Odyssey possibly.
John's not going to get bananas with a 7 deuce. Look at that beard. That beard
fierce.
shows that he's intelligent and thorough and well thought out.
Uh-oh.
Don't
As
lose
he
your mind.
calls.
I'm giving you a compliment here, man. Oh, man.
6 of spades on the river. Completing a flush.
Someone's got that damn clown sounding text thing. I can't stand that. You know the clown horn?
Yeah.
I hate that. Who's got that? Why are they all on their phones? See, I yelled at them for all being on their phones, and now they're back on now that I've left.
And Tiny's in to take down a nice pot. John fires 200 with 7 deuce. It happens, man. I do it all the time. Not all the time, but I've done it before. You feel like you gotta bluff off there with a 7 deuce so you can get away with one, you know, and then it just costs you a nice.
It's not fun though if the
45.
table isn't going to pay you off.
Well, he got
know?
paid off for sure. Tiny did not believe his story.
Tiny's legit. I wouldn't try to bluff Tiny.
For sure.
This is a 5-5 game, Cool Breeze. It's
Nope.
a 5-5.
No limit hold'em.
200 minimum, 1,000 max. Actually, it's table stakes max.
So $200 minimum lines?
Yeah. Sean has doubled up his stack. He's got a pretty nice stack now. When I started, he had less than half that. He put in a race to 25 with a Queen Jack, the Hawaiian Vacation. And it looks like it's folding around to Sean, and Sean's folding.
Say it again. Is that good?
Banter between T and Sean. T asking if he had ace-8 again.
Team Jerry.
Jerry. No, I'm talking about Sean. Sean folded.
Oh,
We were talking about the hand.
At 35.
It's cool, don't worry.
it's cool. It's cool.
Cool, man. Be cool, player.
Yeah.
Looks like T bluffed another pot. T comes through, new player, this second, third hand in, hits quads, nearly doubles up. Counts the Versace's on.
Against like the shortest, tightest player at the table
I know, no doubt. So
with his Versace's. I thought he was a dealer. Look at his outfit. He looks like he looks like the dealer, right?
he is a dealer, I think.
Really? Is he?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe. I don't know if he
And
wants
he like
to
just got off work and just sat down.
crush it.
Ace 8 was good, man.
Crush.
That's the line game, right? That's the line game.
T's a nice guy, man. I like T.
What is Jerry doing? See, I go on tilt with this camera angle because the person always sitting in Jerry's seat, you can't see their hand motions or the chips, and you can't see their betting. I like to look at their betting because sometimes the graphics can be wrong. All right, so we got a call from Rick, a call from John. Let's see what Sean's up to.
Sean has 6 deuce.
Brian, I like me some Brian. Of course you're calling Brian. Your name is Brian, and you call. And you call. Deuce 4, and you call. Because you have implied odds like you read about.
Ace, queen, deuce. Brian flops him a little bottom pair. John checks. Brian is going to. I'm sorry.
Bet it. Bet 19.
I don't know what's going on. The graphics are wrong or something.
Action is on Jerry's seat. Jerry's in that seat.
Oh, you can't see his hands.
Once we get the zoom cameras, so it's 60 to call. Looks like Jerry's putting in a call. Rick bid out 60. Rick in his plaid shirt. That's a business shirt. You know what I mean? That's like it's business tonight. Don't mess with me.
Rick turns a gut shot. Check to the river. Ooh, a 3. Oh my God.
Still can't see what Jerry's got. We will see. We're watching the dealer count down the cards. Okay, so. Action is on Jerry.
That's 320.
Jerry fires. Rick insta-folds 10 high.
He said good there.
Oh, wait.
And he shows something.
I see an ace. Yeah, he flopped an ace.
4 5 tonight.
There's Matt. Matt's coming over to talk to him about how to place his cards properly.
He's like, look,
Matt's laying down the law, because that's what we do at Stones. We lay down the law.
When I get aces, I'll make sure I do them.
Matt's on it
When I get
tonight.
aces, I'll do
Matt
them.
is on it. Matt's the boss. Don't mess with Matt. No, Matt's like the sweetest guy ever.
T's texting homegirl or girlfriends like if you flop quads. Got paid off.
I got like 3 new friends from our no, 2 new. I love doing this one.
All right, back to the action. Wow, look at that. T raises a 30 with pocket 8s. We have 3 players going to this flop. John, Brian decided to stick along. Stick along,
Stick along. I like sticking along.
and Brian flops
You could-
him 3 jackies.
We could do that in many different ways. Oh, I like us sticking along.
Brian's
They
like
check
me.
around.
T bets out his pocket 8s here, thinking they might be good.
T thinks he's got a jack. That's T's problem.
John calls 40 with a nothing, 9 high.
Raise to 100.
What's Brian gonna do here?
John,
Brian's look like
what? So John, is John
John's
trying to
floating.
float?
John's floating flush draw. I'm thinking. Brian
look
makes
at-
it 130,
Look at Brian. Bananas.
and he'll probably take the
Making
spot
it
down.
bananas, yeah.
Good fold by T.
John, your plan did not work very well. Floating the flop. Floating the turn, I should say. I don't know, maybe the graphics were wrong. That was a weird float.
I think he was floating.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, Cyrus, if you keep talking about the eggs and waffles, he's been in our chat box. It's probably been 15 minutes talking about eggs and waffles and how Two Hats likes his eggs and waffles and how Bear Jew likes his eggs and waffles. You're supposed to go to me. How do you like your eggs and waffles?
Tell him I'll say Thursday.
Over easy and crunchy.
Oh, they want a face swap. Let's do a face swap.
No, I hate those things.
Oh man.
Can't do it. That would be so weird. My
Game
brain.
Corpse, are you following me? If you follow me, then I'll face swap. Follow me on Snapchat.
She's gonna take off in a second.
Tell her to give it to Justin.
Can you give it? She vanished.
Waffles and eggs. Waffles and eggs.
Eggs and waffles, waffles and eggs.
Okay, so we've got a race to 25. I am trying to find where it is at. I think it is Brian.
Brian
No, I
did
think
that.
Sean put in a race to. Did it Sean or John?
I think John raised 25. I got your back.
Normally Jake is like
Jerry flops a set here.
really keeping this like
The
this.
action?
Like this.
Well, yeah. I'm new here, so
You're new.
You gotta kinda give me a little-
I'm trying to.
I'm trying my best.
Trying to fit in somewhere here. Trying to.
You gotta
trying to
get-
smudge my jelly into your jam.
You got to get in where you fit in. Jerry has no one really has anything. Unless John has him like Queen Jack or something. Jerry bets out $50 and takes it down. No action on your set. That's the worst. Veronica, what are you doing?
Get in there. Get in closer. You have to go back because your head's big.
That's what she said.
Tell me when you got a set.
Oh my god, it worked for a second. Take your glasses off.
I hate my glasses off.
Just show that to everyone. Fantastic. And let's stop fooling around while John has kings.
John's got king.
In the hijack makes it 20.
Oh man, it's so dangerous in this hand because everybody's, calling easy. Okay, so Brian's the only one that called. That's a nice board. He's gonna pick this up.
Yeah, no doubt. Unless Brian goes crazy. Queen on the turn. This looks like no action should happen. Unless Brian hits a 10 or something or a king. John bets out. And takes it down. I gotta see this for myself. All right, let's take time a little bit here, time here to talk about something.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Jake normally gives it to me. Now it's your turn.
I don't want Jake sloppy seconds, man. I'm just kidding. I was talking about let's talk about the Hydra or something. Or Deej Poker this Friday. Is it this Friday?
That's this Friday.
There's all sorts of fun happening this Friday. We got over $2,000 in drawings from 3 p.m. to 12 a.m.
I'm not allowed to say what the difference between jam and jelly is. I'm just letting people know.
Don't do
Let
it.
me just see. While you talk to them about this, action is on John. John is going to call. John is putting in a race at 25. And of course, Brian is going to elect to call. King Queen, not a bad hand for him. It's well within his any card range. And Jerry calls also. The graphics are a little.
Jerry
messed
hits
up
Jack, 9, a pair of J's. Fresh and clean.
Brian's got an open-ended straight draw, so he's not going anywhere.
Jerry fires 25. Brian's definitely not going anywhere. Heads up to the flop. And he binks an ace of spades for the straight. They call that Broadway.
It's called disco in this booth.
Is it?
It's called disco. That's the Jake. If you're gonna be in this booth, you gotta understand Jake-isms. And Jake says disco, man.
All right, fine. I'll assimilate.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
You're a weirdo.
I think I got that line wrong.
Brian fires out $100 American. Jerry's tanking like, is my jack good here? Did he hit his spade? Does he have king, queen of spades? I'll fold. And
Oh, you know what? Cry me a river. There's so much that can beat you. You've got freaking second pair. Spades out there. Come on. Come on. Come on. Go call your mom about it. No one cares. Hey, yo.
God, you're so strange. Liquor.
I don't even know her.
Wow, it's like we finish each other's sentences.
It's like we're meant to be.
Let's do it.
Let's switch glasses.
I bet you I'm blinder than you.
You are, yeah, 100%. Holy Jesus, man. I can't
see anything. All right, let's get back.
Sorry. These are a little too small, sorry. Rick raises to 20 with pocket sevens. I just spit everywhere.
John calls, Brian calls. Not many sevens left in this deck.
Jerry calls. 5-4 off.
Tiny's folding his AC Deucey.
Brian looks like he has I'm sorry, Tiny has salt and pepper shrimp. And wow.
Look at this 7, the case 7 flops.
7.
All diamonds though. No one's got a diamond. No one's got a diamond.
Wow. Jerry hasn't opened in a straight draw though.
So Jerry,
Bets
did Jerry bet 40? Okay, I can't see it. I hate this
These graphics are
camera
going,
angle. Yeah.
These graphics are going a little nuts. Whoa. Whoa. The graphics are on drugs. Bet 40. 40 to call for Jerry. And he folds.
Oh, okay.
That was
so
a rainbow
bet.
board with 6-7. We might see a big pot there. But unfortunately, it doesn't work out like that.
You know, they're listening to the live stream and then they talk about the things we say.
Yeah.
They're super tilting. I'm like, stop listening. Just play your game, damn it.
Live 15.
You want to bet? See if Tiny puts more sriracha on his food?
No, he's already, I saw him put
He did?
it all on.
Damn it.
How many, you don't do triple srirachas. Maybe a double sriracha. No one does a triple sriracha.
I do a circle around it.
Circles are good.
Circles are good. John raises to $15. Pocket twos.
Brian obviously calls, elects to call.
He is.
Action is on Jerry. Looks like calling chips. I can't really see. You can't see his cards. It's hard. It's super tilting.
So-
Tiny calls. Family pot, ladies and gentlemen. Except for we're missing T. T did not get invited for dinner tonight, folks. Neither did Sean.
Here comes that flop.
Deuce, Queen, Jack, 2 diamonds.
John has another set. Or, yeah.
John's just a set-making machine.
Ooh, 10 on the turn. Another diamond completes the flush. No one has anything. Jerry has open and a straight draw.
The thing is,
Checks around, I believe.
Bet 30.
I wouldn't worry about the flush right now if I was John.
No.
You know, someone would have wanted to put some money in.
John takes it down.
Ah! I like more action. I like more gambling.
I like action too.
Gay corpse. I am your mother. Go to bed. You've been bad. Yeah. I'm not going to cook for you. I'm not going to clean for you. You better stop asking me for money. Yeah. Your dad and I, we don't like you no more. We're giving you up for adoption. Hold the master. I did not take all the money. I took a little bit of money. I did not take it all. There ain't no money like Tuck money, and there ain't no money like Brian money.
He's at the podium. So we're getting our food comped. Appreciate it, Justin. You are the man. I haven't eaten yet. Ooh, is this a limp pot?
I know, right? Super tilt.
Super tilt.
It's like I want to talk about what happened on Days of Our Lives today instead of watching Limp Pots. No, you know what? I enjoy Limp Pots. It's true. I like when
Stop lying to everyone.
no, I like when it gets a little bananas post flop. You know, Limp Pots have that tendency because everything's in, right? Huh?
Hey,
Everything's
hey. All right.
You notice I missed the first time? Oh.
All right. Let's see. Let's catch up with the action here. Sean has a 10. Brian has a 10. Flops 10 high. Saw John here to call off. It's 35 with his 7s. Doesn't look like
Service
he
on
might.
11, please.
Oh, he did call. Oh my gosh. I need to pay better attention.
Gay Corp said Ryan's getting paid with spring rolls.
I would love that.
Do they make spring rolls here?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, I'm gonna get some spring rolls after this show.
Oh, Sean turns a flush draw. Brian is still ahead here.
Brian's got a top pair.
Checks around ace on the river. What do you think? check. Option to Sean, check. Check. And T. Looks like you might be able to.
You know who else doesn't miss? Chris Brown.
Hey, easy. Wait, what?
Shack spinner. Oh, wasn't that fun?
That was super
That was a
fun.
fun hand. Wow, three-way showdown on a little pot.
All right.
Chop. Oh no, ship it to 10 deuce.
Queen 10.
Whatever.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Whatever, man.
It's not my money.
Next. You know what? So, if your friend was playing, would you sit behind him?
No, definitely not.
It's
That's
so
awkward.
girlfriendish,
It's
right?
so girl. I don't want
He's
her to
gonna
say
hate me,
something.
guy in the yellow shirt,
Yeah.
sitting behind him like a girlfriend.
Maybe don't. Come on. Maybe,
Come on, just be honest.
I wanted to
Let's
say
just be
something earlier, but I
honest.
didn't.
Let's just be real.
Maybe he's learning the game, you know. Maybe he went Busto 1 2 3 5 1 2 5 or something, and
That's not how you learn, man. That's not how you learn. Is that how you learn? Gay Corpse, is that how you learn? I like Cali Donks, is that how you learn? You don't sit behind your friend. You can't see your friend's cards. You can't see anyone else's cards. All you can see is the flop in action.
maybe he's just here for the duck tacos.
I wish you would have this exotic call.
Garland makes it 35 with pocket sixes. Actions on Sean in the big line. He will call with his King Jack diamonds.
Don't read that out loud.
What?
Don't read that out
Service on
loud.
11, please.
Wow. Shaq, you're a
He's
savage.
learning how to check 2 streets, then bet half pot on river.
Ace, Queen, Jack, 2 hearts. Sean flops the best hand with a king ball. I'm sorry, a jack ball. 9 of diamonds on the turn.
Now he's picked up a flush draw also. He's got like nut in his hand.
And he bets out and no action. Like me on a date with someone.
I hate that, man. I hate that
What?
tweet or that text now.
I think you need to get over it.
And 11.
I'm building a bridge and I'm getting over it.
I think this is the longest we've ever hung out.
No.
You've knocked me out of so many tournaments.
Have I? No, I haven't.
No, maybe like 2.
No. We were at the. You made the final table. I think both times I got knocked out in 12 in the monthly.
It's very true. Sorry about
All right, so Tiny, I see makes in a call. Makes in a call.
that. Nixon and Cole Tiny with $5.
We do Polish style tonight.
John Limps with King 8.
Come on, someone punish these limpers. Someone punish.
No punishing. Brian Will.
Oh, so it's a
Yeah.
straddle pot. T straddle to 10. Pardon me.
I parted it.
And Brian checks.
King 6-4. Tiny and John both flop a king. Brian his little gut shot, backdoor flush draw. And it checks around, I think. It's on John. Brian bets out 25 with a gutter. T's in a full 10-7. Tiny's like, is my king queen good here? Really? We're on a broadcast, woman.
Sorry, man.
That's cool. Did you work today?
I'm always working.
You gotta raise it 50.
I'm working right now.
See you. Brian doesn't hit his gut shot, but turns an open-ended straight draw. Tiny's still ahead here. China's like, man, I checked already, man. Check on the river. Brian bricks.
Service on 11, please.
Tiny's still good here, and it's going to be checked down.
One pair.
Tiny's going to take this pot down. That pot definitely wasn't $175.
No.
All right. What's your favorite thing about me?
About you? that you love your mom and your daughter.
I knew you were
You're
gonna say
so
that.
sweet.
That's awesome.
And like you're such a sweet teddy bear and you're so good to your daughter and your family. I love it. They're all over your Snapchat. And your daughter's like all up in the Snapchat. She's like, does the show with you.
It is a show. You should
It is a show.
you should see me like when I have to take like multiple takes of a snap. It's hella funny.
She gets tilted, right? She goes into life tilt with you.
Yeah, she gets mad sometimes. Sometimes she's late for school because I have to
She's
get her.
super
Like,
smart.
she's pretty smart. She's
She's
pretty.
like 100 times smarter than you. I'll
That's
tell you
for
that.
sure. That's for
That
damn
girl's
sure.
gonna be like a physicist.
I've done too many drugs. Allegedly, according to the chat room, on
Allegedly.
drugs.
Allegedly.
If you do follow me on Snapchat, you'll see me.
Looks
do
like John's putting in a raise.
$25.
I can't
a
see
pop
his
six.
chips there. Yeah,
Brian
raise
has the pocket
25.
tens. Queen 8. Monster flop for no one. Brian fires out. Looks like $40. Oh my god. Brian turns the boat and checks. Check behind. Brian's like, please have ace king. Taking selfies on the live cast, doing what we do here at Stones Live. Looks like we're reaching the end of our journey together, Veronica. Can't talk to her while you Snapchat. She Snapchats.
Well, Jake normally does all the chatting while I'm Snapchatting.
I'm the color.
You're the color? Okay, so I'll do some like technical
Do it.
stuff.
Do your best Jake impersonation. Do it.
I'm going. We gotta like deal the cards, man.
sorry.
Looks like there's a straddle. Jerry's straddling. Whoa, Jerry.
Whoa.
Just pull out that wild stick and beat yourself with it.
Wow. Did you really just say that?
John actually folded. Not Sean and Brian, though.
Not with
Sean?
my sixes.
Did Sean put in a re-raise? No.
I flat it.
I flatted. Oh, it was a $15 straddle. Okay, Garland. Garland does not have enough to be playing anything but aces. King
Another.
Deuce 4 flop, all diamonds.
There have been a lot of coordinated
T,
boards.
Sean, and Brian all have backdoor diamonds, but T's got the best of it.
Don't forget about Jerry. He has top.
Well, Jerry's got top pair, yeah. 6 is now turn a set. Woo!
Wait.
Woo!
Wait.
Now the board pairs with the king. He's gonna get pizzied.
Piss. Oh, board does pair.
Not with a king though.
Not with the king, but Jerry might think he's still good here. Jerry fires out. Sean's like, yum, yum, yum. How much am I gonna put in here?
Sean, make it look. I mean, it's never to me on the river. Not very many people are capable of bluffing and bluff raising on the river.
Sean puts in a raise.
It looks super strong. So when you put in the raise, I would say put in as much as you think they'll pay you off with a king or 2 pair. So if you put in just enough that they're thinking, like a min or a little bit more than a min, maybe he'll call with a king. Like, look at him. He's just like, ho-hum, ho-hum. I don't know. Gay Corpse, you're like taking over our chat. Jig Master Flex thinks I'm cuter than Jake. Well, yeah.
That's pretty close. Jerry tanks, shows, folds. Good fold, Jerry.
Raise to 225. I think that was a good raise. It's sometimes, I don't know if you notice this, sometimes when you raise too big, where you're over raising, I guess you could call it, it looks bluffy, or it looks like get off my top pair. So, You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
sometimes there's some value in like making your hand look like you've lost your mind, like you're going bananas.
So you think maybe an overbet would be?
Like an overbet or over raise.
Just jam in there.
I don't know. I've done crazy stuff before where people are like, "What do you? I don't understand what you're doing." And then they're confused, which is perfect.
All right,
And then
guys.
they might pay you up.
Anyway, this is the last hand of this evening's broadcast here from Stone's Gambling Hall. And how appropriate. Brian has kings and limps. We know he doesn't limp. He raised 30. Sorry about that. And they fold. What a climactic ending.
Everybody look on the right hand side of the screen, a day on the felt. You want that. It's disappeared. You want that day on the felt on the 25th. That's this Friday. Get down here. We have a white chip bounty at noon. And then we've got all kinds of jackpots and draws.
$2,000 in Lucky Seas drawings. Double Hold'em in Omaha jackpots that night.
Damn right.
And from 3 to 10 p.m., there's over $2,000 in our hands. That's free money.
That is free money.
I like free money.
They can't handle it, man. They can't handle all this money.
It's everywhere.
It's like, you know what Stones is doing? It's making it rain. It's making it rain. You're gonna Snapchat that to me.
Look at us.
Let's do it again. Let's do it again now with the big screen.
That's so stupid. Well, it was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure, hanging out with all the people out there, especially everyone in the chat room.
We loved having you. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's give a high five. Jake always high fives me.
I appreciate the hatred. I love you in return. I'm out.
Thank you so much. I will be here with the Jake on Wednesday for our 5-10 game. I warranty you #1 game on TV show. And we'll have a lot of fun. Come on down, get in the game. Call the poker room if you want to get a seat, or you can tweet us, Stones Live Poker, and we'll get you in the game. And boobs.
Big ones.
Bye.